I think I'm about to say something stupid, y'all.
I don't like drinking myself.
They have water in it, but nobody drink it.
Head poking out the sunroof. That head got looking with your son. He hit pop pipe, check the window. Enough to move a mountain in the sun too. Different sounds.
Established sound. You got established, nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, I said.
And
And he made the beat too.
switch up his bag.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm recording now.
Oh. I did not. No, you're good. You're good. Keep it rolling. Fuck it.
I was getting ready to tell you where I got the sample from, but now the camera.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Well, look, hold on.
I get charged for the sample, so I ain't paying nobody for nothing.
Oh yeah, we got a sample on the album that you can't tell either, and it's a great one. It actually might be it probably gonna be our most popular song. I still think.
My uncle taught me that. My uncle taught me how to hide samples, like how to hear them different.
I did what?
Like how to hear them different so you can hide them better.
Oh yeah. So I'm talking about when you got charged.
Yeah, that way you ain't gotta pay for this shit.
Oh, they have like machines that can like detect it, but if you do it the right way, it don't even like.
Yeah.
If you do it the right way, you don't even detect it. Cause I know when sometimes you upload beats and stuff. I went through that. I would upload beats and stuff, and then they'll be like, "Yo, if you done change it too much, it'll be like copyright." Like, let's say if I let the sample play in the beginning, I don't add no drums or nothing. I'm just letting the sample rock, but it switches up or whatever in the beat when it drop. That little part right there has enough for YouTube or something to highlight it. Be like, "Yo,
It'll block
this somebody's shit."
But it won't take it off YouTube. It just demonetize it.
Yeah, it was something like that. Even on Facebook, it was like if you try to say share something, but like you don't own copyright.
Back in the day, they won't let you. Cause when I did.
I have literally stolen plenty of beats and never got flagged. I mean, I've got demonetized.
No, I'm not talking about beats. I'm talking about like literally the.
Yeah, like sample.
Song
Yeah, like a
playing.
sample. Yeah.
Like Fire and Smoke is a prime example.
I did it. I back in the day, I had an Evanescence song. Like, you know, that really.
Bring Me to Life one?
Yeah. And like you could hear her say "Bring Me to Life," and I guess I don't know.
You go
White privilege.
You go sample Evanescence. I remember that group.
Yeah.
I remember that. I just can't remember the songs. I remember that.
On their first album too. I sampled some on their first album.
Okay. Hold on. What's good? It's your boy OG Illa. This is episode 3 of the ILLogical podcast. I'm here with Youth, Jinya. We got Thrasher, TZ, and Blue Fame Media behind the camera, and we're also joined by a special guest, Mike Green, in the background.
His last name is Green for real?
Yeah.
He's wearing a green jacket? That's good karma, bro.
Yeah.
That's good karma. That's just good energy.
Coordinate down to the name. Coordinate down to the name.
Yeah, bro.
See, Kek, my last name, means wretch. So it's like throwing up. So, you know, I'm sick. You know, Illa. Ooh, I put that together.
It all came together.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're tuned in right now, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, the share button, comment, tell me how beautiful I look, you know what I'm saying? So, how y'all fellas doing?
Did you just ask everyone to lie to you?
Nah, this is another thing. I'm a beautiful white pelican.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
White pelican. Of all the animals. Pelican.
So, yeah.
Which are already white.
Yes, I am white. Well, I'm kind of like a peach color. So yeah. So how y'all doing?
I'm good, dog.
Yeah, good. Yeah. What about you?
I'm alright, man. Still alive.
Is anybody not doing good right now? That's a good
There's
question.
plenty of people not doing good.
Like anybody in this room that's not doing good right now.
Life is good.
Okay. Yeah, life is pretty
This
good.
episode, life is good, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna start off straight up shooting. I don't feel bad for Meg Thee Stallion. I don't.
For the jugular.
I did. You know, I do love her. I love her as a person, and you know what she's done for just empowering women and hoes, and hoes all alike. She's kind of monetized being a hoe, and I fuck with it.
Honestly,
I fuck with it. Yeah.
Really
At first, I did. Like, I definitely appreciate her message.
I'm not a huge fan of her music. I think you appreciate her music more than me. I love her style. Like I love the way she chooses beats and everything. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get down to the problem. There's an issue with her contract now that she signed with Roc Nation. She's seen the depth of her contract and what it means and what it's cost her. Are we still like doing this as rappers like in 2020?
Right.
Like, is this still a fucking thing?
Obviously it is, but I don't feel bad. I feel bad, but I don't feel bad in a way because while you was going through the summer on tour, you know what I'm saying, spreading Hot Girl Summer, you should have been reading them down.
That's like your whole brand is like being like this, like empowered, smart
Exactly.
woman.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
And then she says, I signed a contract when I was young. You were 20.
That's not that young.
That's not that young.
And she was
That's not
college
that's a pretty good age to sign a contract.
She was in college, like deep in college.
Keep it real though. We knew at 16 and 14 when we all started first doing music. We
When
knew
Jada
to have
Kiss went
a
up
lawyer
to
get a
fucking
contract.
Hot 97 and basically went to war with P. Diddy, I knew, hey yo, I might have to read these contracts.
Yeah,
like, you
get a
know what I'm
lawyer to- get a lawyer to
saying?
look at
Like
it.
if they're gonna do it to some street dudes like Jada and Styles, like I know they'll do it to my dumb ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? like, yo. So I'm just kind of getting, and it's kind of like the narrative keeps getting pushed that like, oh, the labels are evil, and that's kind of like almost like a marketing thing now.
That's the equivalent of blaming McDonald's because you fat.
Or because the coffee's too hot. Because that lawsuit did work. And then she really got a quick court date for the shit too. Like it was like we found out about this. Yeah, that's I feel like it's fake too. I feel like it doesn't seem like a lot of validity to this one. Or if there is validity, Roc Nation, her marketing or her management is marketing this a certain way.
Yeah, summer's over. What else she gonna do? It can't be Hot Girl Summer no more.
I think with Roc Nation, whatever problem she gonna have gonna get solved regardless anyway, because you got some good people behind her. She got some good people behind her that can help fight that shit.
Yeah.
It's just embarrassing that somebody who was pushing female empowerment, fuck these niggas, fuck these dudes, get what you can out of them, all this stuff. And I was with her at first, 'cause I was like, yo, you helping some females gain confidence, even though I feel like a lot of it was toxic towards men. But if you're gonna empower them, at least teach them to read the damn contract. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
If you're gonna empower black women and women anyway, period, read your contract so that way this is embarrassing for her. I felt bad for her. Even though now look at some of her songs on the radio, like she got a song called Bitch on the Radio and that type. She popping that shit. But like you ain't read your fucking contract, so all that shit don't matter no more to me.
It does.
Like, none of that shit matter. All that boss girl shit and I'm a boss and these niggas, I'm a pimp, I be pimping these niggas. Now that shit means nothing when you getting pimped by your contract that you ain't read. But you was the whole summer you was twerking. I'm not trying to come down on that. Just like, yo, that shit.
No. We would do the same thing if it was a guy.
Exactly.
And he says how gangsta.
We wouldn't have to apologize for it.
Yeah, if he's all gangsta, and then the first chance we see of him doing that is him getting bitched or getting his chain took or something like that. We would do the same exact shit.
Yeah, not yet.
So I'm not really. I don't feel sorry for her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been like, "Oh, free Meg." Like, no, reach it. Like, this is a prime example of like, yo.
We're gonna miss a lot of good music though if they don't.
She locked up.
No. Like, basically, they're not allowing her to release music right now. She's saying it's because, ever since she signed to Roc Nation and they brought up problems with the contract, the label isn't happy. One, of course they're not fucking happy. You signed the contract. Now you have somebody else who is bigger and badder coming around like, hey yo, you need to change this.
They
like,
probably felt some type of way about that shit.
Yeah, and the fact that they're the ones that got her to the level of even being noticed by Roc Nation, it's kind of offensive. Like, I mean, if some of the shit in her contract is true, and some of the stuff she's saying is true, it's absolutely fucked up. Like, they're doing a 60-40 split with her, like 60 their way. Apparently, she didn't get paid off at any of her tours.
Apparently, she ain't read none of the contract.
She did.
How did you
what
miss the
kind of
type
fucking contract? Yo, me and Dominique went there.
Well, I want to know what the. She said it was only a $10,000 advance.
Bro, I went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
My first contract ever at 19 years old. It was some bullshit. I knew it at 19.
Yeah.
I did not sign the contract.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
We know we knew that back then we was younger.
Yeah, like how the fuck do you let yourself get into a 60-40 split at any point when you're doing all the work?
You know how?
In any
She needed
profession.
money. Maybe she was in a situation where she needed that.
$10,000 ain't enough for that situation.
$10,000.
Yeah, honestly,
on what you're going through.
but I still feel like what you sign is what you believe in yourself. Like if I sign a $10,000 contract right now, that's how much I believe I'm worth.
Yeah.
You know,
It could be.
You
like
know,
that,
if
bro,
you save
but
$30 a day for a year, you'll have $10,000 at the end of the year.
I didn't know that.
$30 a day, you said?
Yeah.
$30 a day.
So
So that's
she's
what,
basically
900
making
a month?
$30
$30 is a lot of fucking money.
To be
per
saving
day.
a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a significant amount of money.
Budget right there.
$30.
But, I forgot what I was gonna
So you
say.
spending $10,000?
No, the $10,000 thing. What if your daughter need an operation or something and you've
Okay,
been working,
alright.
you've been working on
She
this
won't
shit
in
for
that
years.
situation.
Yeah,
We don't know that.
but
Mama-
I
your mama got
do,
cancer or something?
I do agree that
We
they're
don't know
extenuating circumstances. I don't think they played a part in this, but I also still go back to like, that's what you're dictating your worth is at that time. Like even if your family's sick, like somebody like Megan, to me, I don't know what her music was like back then, but I would have believed I was worth more than $10,000, and I would have just had to pass and figure out another way to get it.
Think about it. She a female too. What female getting tossed $10,000 at the time? She probably was getting it. What female was getting tossed that much money just to perform? Like she probably looked at it like I'm a female too. I gotta get it where I can get it. Who knows, man?
I don't know.
I bet she know her worth now.
I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to
Absolutely.
figure my way around, like finding some sort of reasoning with this decision she made, and I just can't, cause it'd be different if like
She's not dumb.
it'd be different if they pulled her straight from the hood and gave her $10,000 and
Yeah,
she
she was in
literally
college.
was like,
That's the thing. It was
Hold
Did
on.
they make her the artist that she is now? Did they have the machine behind her to give her the studio time, the
well, I
producers,
think
the
that, well, she,
features?
no, cause she was making music before she signed with the label, right? She said she was already rapping.
She been rapping since her mom.
I assume, yeah.
I don't know,
I assume
don't
you
know
had
what
to be
what
rapping
degree.
before you
Yeah.
get a $10,000.
Well,
advance.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to. I imagine well, then it has to be to some sort of high degree of work if she was getting noticed enough that somebody spent $10,000 on her.
When I first
Yes
heard,
and no, because
$10,000 is not a lot of money to receive as an artist, but as a business, $10,000 is significant enough that you make sure you're investing in something that's making money.
yeah, but I know people who have gotten, and I'm not going to say any names right now. I'm gonna let the dude have a shine, but you know, he didn't really have a lot going for him, and he's good. He's decent. I'm not saying he's not decent, but he didn't have a lot of shit going for him. But his people had money and they knew people, so then now he's in a very prominent position and is doing very well because of that particular situation. So I don't want to sit here and give it all talent, but I want to get back to the point of like, read your fucking contracts. And if you don't understand it, it's okay. When we gave our artists contracts, we literally said, hey, yo, go to a lawyer or somebody you can trust and have them read this to you so you understand it.
I'm not going to be overly cynical. I'm going to catch myself because I understand a little bit. It's just there's certain mindset pieces that you don't know until somebody tells you. And if she don't got the kind of people around her that had this kind of
Well, her
just
mom
mindset,
like
was-
Justin Bieber.
what- what's
Like you
her-
saying about Justin Bieber.
Well, her mom was her manager, right?
That don't mean that. Her mom.
That don't mean
Her
she
mom was
doing anything.
probably trying to get her book, get her shows, and try to get her
her
known.
mom might not know.
She's just trying to make her pop. She's not even really thinking about the other side.
She might not have had the mindset to like, I need to
She
call.
know it's gonna be like this.
I need to call as
Well,
many attorneys. as
I
possible.
think part of it is there's two things going on. One, I'm over this narrative. I'm done with
the labels.
the
Labels do be
rap.
fucking
Well,
labels.
no, I'm done with the rapper not reading the contract thing.
Oh.
It just.
It is kind of annoying.
Bro, there's so much free resources out here, and if you really like, yo, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. Look, this is something we gotta stop excusing like our community on. Is like, hip hop artists are the biggest entrepreneurs in the world right now. We're come to for everything: branding, marketing, cross promoting, everything. Like the music itself is the biggest genre in the world. You got Jay-Z, Puffy, Puffy, wow. That's how it shows how old I am. You know what I'm saying? But all of these guys, Drake, they're moguls. They're not, the musician is like, almost one of the smaller things they do, in comparison to like where they're making their money. So it's like
Drake fucked up his deal too. Like he didn't read his deal all the way at first.
So
if
if
it can happen to Drake, it can happen to Megan, man.
Well, no, I agree. I'm not sitting here saying that it can't happen to anybody, but that's what I'm saying. Even with Drake, there's no fucking excuse. You're Jewish. You got the whole Jewish community behind you.
You got 40 in the studio. You got
bro. We can talk about that too, but right now it's just I'm sick of that because rap is any business, any fucking business you start. You're obligated to do the proper foundation if you want the business to last.
They can renegotiate her contract though. They cannot be dickheads about it and say, you know what, she didn't know she was gonna blow.
You don't know that. You don't, and this is where I'm going with my second part.
60-40.
I'm sick of
10,000.
I agree, but I'm sick of us as rappers and this community going to labels and not expecting them to do business. Like, yo, I get it. We're passionate about the art. Great. That's where you get the best music. Understand? Cool. These motherfuckers do not care about the art. They're in the business of music. So we're going there, we're getting loans, advances to start a business. They're all this like, oh, well, they don't care about my life. No boss gives a fuck about your life, yo. I don't care if you work at McDonald's or you work at what's the biggest
Google cares about their employees.
Yeah, and we don't know how much of that necessarily translates into.
Or is it just promotion?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, into reality because Google also owns YouTube, which is part of the music industry now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm just sick of the narrative being pushed that these businesses can't do business. Like
that's not business though. That's raping somebody, bro. Like $60-40, $10,000.
We are in America.
Well, you know what though? If that was before she blew up. That's a good deal though. For her.
Not bad if she
for her, like we don't know what you like. You a chick. You don't
well,
know.
Now, granted, I don't like some of the shit I've heard. Like she says, she hasn't made any music off her touring. Or any money off her touring.
When she do shows, she's not getting bread off.
She's not getting paid.
Now, that's crazy.
Bro,
now, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What did she sign her name on?
That's what I'm saying,
what did it say,
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
What the fuck did it say?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how much of all of this is true. It'll come out when all the real details come out.
That's it.
But
don't worry about what
again, imagine how much it's taken because Meg blew up last year, right?
All that twerking, she's not getting paid.
Last year, right? That was like her blow up year. Mm-hmm. So we're talking. She's 25 now, so we're talking about 24. That's 4 years of work, money that they put in, and they saw no return on. So we're saying $10,000 advance. We're not talking about the money you put into marketing, put into music videos, put into studio time, put into graphic design.
Before she blew up, bro, them videos is something that we could shoot. I'm pretty sure she had a little budget to shoot a little video.
Still costs money.
But who knows who's paying for female artists is a lot more than.
But look at her shit back. You right though. But look at her shit
makeup
back in the day.
Yeah, like I heard her makeup artist is crazy
expensive.
expensive.
Back in the day, she was just like the girl next door that could rap. That was cute, had a little body. She was smaller than she ain't had that she looked like a man thing back then. You know what I'm saying? No real shit. She looked way better back then. She still look good. I ain't with fuck y'all niggas we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
You're the only one that said she looked like a man.
They be trying to play. They have a video trying to say that she had like a dick and shit. Like
no, she does have broader shoulders. But
and her fucking contract.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stress. That was a lot of weight on them shoulders. Yeah, she's ready for that shit.
But I'm just done with it. I'm done with the.
Let me ask you this:
the constant back and forth with this shit.
Let me segue into this question. Then, with all that being said, you obviously know how I feel about business, so I'm not mad at the business for doing this shit. But here's my question. Are we going to ignore the fact that labels use some would call unethical practices on susceptible victims, people they know they could take advantage of with a little bit of money and some jewelry?
Oh,
that's fucked up.
No, I don't think.
If we blame the artist for signing the contract,
are you a capitalist or artist?
If we're gonna blame the artist for signing the contract, we gotta blame the person that wrote the contract also.
It's part of it, but also it's like. This is 2020.
I feel you.
For the last 10 years, it's been nothing being preached but
fucked up contracts. You right.
Yes,
you right.
independence. Making sure you own your masters. Everybody says, I want to be like Nipsey. I want to be like Jay. I want to be like this. And then they don't fucking do it.
That's facts, though.
That shit pisses me off. Like, yo, fam, what do you really
But
want?
it can happen easier than you think it can,
You
bro.
want the Instagram fame.
Yeah,
They want the
exactly.
likes.
They want it right now.
Exactly.
I hope you really do get that discipline.
I just hold people to a higher standard. And I want more for people. That's why, I went and started my own label. So when if there ever is a time where I come to a label and we're having a meeting about us signing, I'm at the table with you. I'm not outside of. I'm not asking for a seat. Like, yo, we're coming to the table and I got something to offer. You got something to offer. Let's make this work together. And I'm still gonna have somebody read the fucking contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, that's because before I was a semi-fan of Nipsey's music before Victory Lap. Victory Lap's in my top 10 ever albums. But before that, I was a semi-fan of his music. But his mindset, I've been a huge fan of.
Yeah.
Like, when he sold the $100 mixtape, bro, I was like, yo, this is fucking genius. Because again, you're setting your worth. You're not sitting here saying, okay, well, everybody else's album is $10. I guess that's all I can sell mine for. You know what I'm saying? No. He said, no, this is a fucking $100 mixtape and it's worth every cent of it. You know what I'm saying? And I would have paid $100 for Victory Lap. Dead ass. Like, if he would have kept the train going or whatever.
I'm trying to think. Is it an album that I would pay $100 for?
Hell no.
In my top 10, absolutely. All my top 10, I pay $100.
If I get a shirt, a hoodie, a hat, an album, some stickers.
A handshake of your first baby. Like,
no, come on. You're sitting here saying there's no album that you've heard in your life that's been so important to you that.
I would pay $1 million for Channel Orange.
What is it? Is that
That's Frank Ocean.
Franco,
Yeah,
I would literally. Matter of fact, I would go to work 45 hours a week and not see a dime. I would have my check direct deposited to Frank Ocean
Yeah, if you would have said.
for the rest of my fucking life for Channel Orange.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Like at my top 10, I would do that for all of them. $100 easy.
Well, you know what? If you're telling me, I can see it. If you're telling me $100 will get you this great piece of art that's going to be with you for life.
For life, yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth. No, it's a lot of people that's worth $100. Don't get it twisted.
Well, I put it like this, right? All right, look. If the cover art's fire, right? That's gonna cost you $50 to make. Boom. All right. The printing costs. The recording costs. So say I either pay $100 or I gotta pay all of that for you to get the album out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll pay the $100 fucking dollars. Like you know what I'm saying? Like not for everybody, obviously.
Top 10.
But my top 10, absolutely, I would make that sacrifice. But what I'm going back to is the mindset was there. His mindset was already there. When he did sign to Atlantic, he got a better deal out of it because he went independent. He was like, all right, I gotta establish myself, and then when I get to this, I'm looked at as somebody who can negotiate, and then you negotiate what you're worth, man. You know what I'm saying?
But see, one thing about it with the Nipsey shit is like I don't know. If was he the only one who was doing? Because I feel like it's definitely impacted that shit.
Currency is the
other people who've been doing that.
Definition of
that.
well, Tech Nine is the Godfather.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
if we're talking about like
gonna forget Baby and Slim.
but they
we talking about the talk that message too.
yeah.
I'm talking about
No, Baby definitely. So did No Limit for sure.
We talk a lot of dumb shit too. It ain't productive for our community. That's
And,
all I'm saying.
and,
Nipsey was
and if we're gonna go back to like the fucked up shit that labels do, Baby is at the top of that. Like the top.
That nigga sold
He was
$1
a
million
hood
records
dude.
out his trunk. He could do whatever.
He was a hood dude that just didn't read. He didn't know the whole thing.
Nah, he fucked Wayne over.
I don't think he really tried to fuck Wayne over on purpose.
Bro, have you seen the emails that's been leaked with
But why they
producers
still
and all
cool
that
then?
shit?
Why they still cool then?
Because, bro, that's like for me,
over 20 years of.
Obviously,
that's
Wayne
his
felt
father.
Like, Wayne probably felt like, man.
But Wayne even said, like, yo, he in the interview with Drink Chips, you know, he even made fun of or threw shots at the Cash Money situation, and part of me, and this is just a conspiracy theory that I've come up in my head, you know, as a YM fanatic. Part of me feels like Birdman did all of that on purpose so that Wayne could walk away free. If you look at the situation, is all of this led. All he had to do was pay the money that he was owed. All the other stuff that was discovered afterwards. Mm-hmm. So it almost is like he set it up, because now Wayne owns YM free out. Like he Universal don't own part of it. Baby don't own part of it?
Why go through all that instead of just breaking bread?
Because you can't do that because he's in a legally obligated contract with Universal. And you know, Universal's like,
So how did
they
solve
own the
problem?
music
How
industry.
did they solve this shit?
It went to court, and basically it was proven that Wayne, or that Baby didn't fulfill all the obligations. Like, it wasn't just Wayne. Like, if Wayne would have really went in, we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. Because he didn't get money for his artist. He didn't get, there's royalties owed, $10 million advance just for the Carter 5. You know, and then the list of people that are owed money in between that. And then we're not talking about damages as well, like artists that could have possibly blown up that didn't have a chance because they're not getting the money.
Spend their budget.
Yeah, you're not giving them a budget. You're not even giving them a budget.
Oh yeah, like the ones that was on the shelves.
Yeah, like, you know, there's times where I thought maybe like
Will Twist.
yeah,
I started to say that, then I said no. Yeah, Twist.
Gutta, J Mills.
Yeah, Gutter had potential. Even Mac Man had potential.
Mac Man could have.
You know,
they could have finessed it if they want to.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's a whole nother conversation. But it goes back to as simple as this. I'm just fucking over it, bro. Like, read the goddamn contract, pay a lawyer. If it's worth it to you, do the legwork and just get it done.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Get it done.
I'm over this. It was a situation like Wayne with Baby where, you know, they trusted them and they.
That's what she said.
That trust maybe went a little bit too far, rather than, you know, not looking at the business aspect.
That's exactly
Fam,
what
I don't talk to my own father because I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that everybody's like that, but what did I tell you, Youth? Youth doesn't own a percentage of our label right now for tax reasons, right? What did I say? Put it in writing that when the situation gets right, you're going to get a percentage of it. He said, no, I trust you. I said, doesn't matter. So you're protected. That's what you got to do. And if I'm your mans, I'm going to make sure you're protected. That's why I told him to do it. Put the shit in writing so that you're good. Like, if something ever happens, I can't just, like, fuck you over. And I'm not saying I would. I'm not going to do that. But
even if you fall off the face of the fucking earth,
yeah,
the day after we get $1 million deal,
yeah.
And I got this. I don't got no
Yeah.
documentation. Like, yo, I was supposed to get some of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just before he
exactly.
Before he died.
I know me and Will was like that. You know?
Yeah.
The judge not gonna care how cool we was.
Yeah.
You
So
you could be saying this in this interview. If that shit ain't on paper, you can say this shit on the podcast. That shit ain't in paper. The judge will be like, can't do it.
Yeah, especially if I'm gone. Like,
They're gonna do that to whoever your next of kin is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's what I'm saying. If you really care about these people that, you know, you fuck with so heavy, then you gotta do the right things by them. You know what I'm saying? And
that don't mean he ain't care, bro. That mean I feel you. It could be a lot of different things too. You young, you getting a certain type of money, you touch it, you blowing shit. What you need, young, and you need a Bentley here. You go get the Bentley for him and shit. You need some bread, he go 40,000 or whatever. I feel like there's a lot of that going on instead of just trusting them as grown.
It's like the child support thing. How many fathers are out here owing child support, but they've really been paying child support? You know, like, they might not have been doing it on paper, but like, yo, I buy, break bread off for you all the time. But now that, you know, you mad about something, now I'm on child support. I've seen it happen a million fucking times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So get it in paperwork, and it's just as simple as that, and we can clear up this whole fucking issue. Pay for a lawyer, make sure the paperwork's right, know your worth. And if you know your worth, negotiate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're only what you negotiate. That's I've learned that from him. You know, when I'm doing shows and I'm like, I need this much. He's like, that's not a lot. I'm like, yeah, but you know, you never know. Like, yo, fuck that. Ask him for what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
why not?
Yeah. And then if they have the right to say no, or then you can negotiate from at least your ceiling, you know, and down some, then you're midway and then down some.
I got a book for you to listen to on Audible. And you can listen to it too. Never Split the Difference.
Never Split the Difference. Okay.
Fucking ninja book on negotiation.
Okay.
Like,
I need some new books too. I told my girl that, like, yo, I'm ready to start reading again.
Yo, that joint right there is like a secret code.
The phones got us away from actually sitting down reading books and shit.
Like I think Mike knows this. He was part of one of my negotiations. I don't do shows without wireless mics anymore. Just won't do it. It just fucks up how I perform, and I'm not.
That big stupid chord, you gotta move everybody lifting their feet up while you. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's in the way.
I can't do it.
It don't look right. It looks goofy when y'all.
Don't
Yeah.
look professional at all.
It looks
Yeah,
goofy.
and it restricts me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a jumper. You know, I'm jumping
your shirt
around.
off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Sitting around my head. Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
remind me.
Yeah.
So you know, when I negotiate this, it's like not just the money. Like I need certain accommodations. I need.
It's my brand.
Yeah, exactly. I need space to sell merch. I need this. I need that. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a lot of. Is it a lot of?
I
merch
need
being
my
sold?
name biggest on the flyer. Like all of that shit. I need to go at the time that I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like not when you think it's great for me to go. I go when I want to go.
Y'all don't fuck with the showcases no more.
No, we do some. We do some. Like not. I don't limit myself. You know, if I want to go out there and perform, I'm gonna fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I still want to. You know, I want to keep my sword, sharp and everything. But what I refuse to do is keep doing the same thing. You know, like same audience, same results. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that gets.
That was a thought I had yesterday. I was in the car and I was thinking about how like all the times I've been offered exposure for things.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I used to get offered exposure for shows every single show. And
Yeah.
then I noticed it was the same people at the show, so I was being exposed to the same 10
Yes,
people
man.
over and over and over and over again. Like,
They knew the
I
lyrics
can
and
only
everything.
sell them one album so many times before they just stop buying the bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to prove.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the people that come to the goddamn showcases and actually.
Oh,
come have a good
absolutely,
time.
absolutely.
Come stand at the front, clap, drinking. You know what I'm saying? Actually being part of the fucking song.
That's one thing I
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
hate. And even if it's not my show, I'm not gonna go to the show
And be,
and
Be
not,
dry as a
I'm gonna
bitch.
be in the front row.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
yo,
gonna
I can't. First off, I'm spending my fucking night here. Like, I've already spent money to get in.
drinking and-
Yeah, I'm drinking. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, I'm not. Maybe not the whole show. Maybe I'll go sit down, rest for a second. You know what I'm saying? Talk.
like,
We good? Yeah.
I hate people who would tag you in a bunch of their shit, but then when you got something you promoting, you don't even tag them, but they don't even come show any type of support. But you tagging me in your shit.
Yeah.
Now I might still support it, but you ain't coming. Not even just me. I don't see supporting this man over here or that man over there.
I agree.
But every time
I
you
agree.
drop something, you tagging 100 motherfuckers. In
That
your
just
shit.
happened recently with a
That shit
rapper.
irritating
You know,
as fuck.
I just dropped the video, and then he gonna send me his video. It's like share this for me. Like I don't want to be petty and just be like, no, you didn't share my shit. But like, fam,
Come on, man.
yo, what? Come
I should
on.
give you access to my people who following me. And
Yeah,
shit.
the people that I worked hard and literally had to beg to fucking follow
I
me.
had
You
to
know what I'm
work
saying?
that, you had to
Yeah,
work for that
like,
shit.
yeah. People don't understand that. They're like, yo, you got such and such amount of followers. Yeah, and I literally spent hours and hours online in person.
Years.
Fucking years
Show.
building this, and they don't even support the way that I want them to support. I was just thinking about the other day. I'm like, yo, how did these motherfuckers just follow me because they nosy? Like they don't even care that I'm
Right.
doing shit. Like you know what I'm saying? They just want to know what I'm doing. Like it's crazy.
But you gotta keep it consistent though.
Oh yeah.
Because it's gonna come a moment, gonna come, and then them same people that are just following you just to be nosy.
Yeah.
They waiting for that moment to
Absolutely.
somebody to come.
And they've done it.
Bag
I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? When the big moments have happened, they're there. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
there.
Oh man, I've always believed in you. Like I know.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I believe.
cool.
I believe. Yeah.
That's how it always goes.
All right, then, speaking. So let's talk about support then.
Okay.
Support. That's the thing on this topic. Like I hate that type of shit. Like don't be the type of person that always when you got something going on, you always want motherfuckers to be there to support you, to sing your praises, to clap for you. But then you can't never show that fucking love to somebody else, man. Or if you're the type of person that you're around for the negative shit, if some negative shit pop off, if you right there for the fuck shit and the dumb shit, be there for the positive shit somebody doing. When you see them try to better themselves or they try to go to another level, you already see we know what type of world it is. So when somebody trying to go hard and they believe in themselves a certain type of way, and you supposed to be their people, stop being so quick to reach for the negative shit, but you never there to support the positive shit. I've seen, not just me, I've seen my peers, I've seen other people do shit, and I'm like, yo, this supposed to be your people. Why they not screaming your praises? Why they not sharing your shit? Why they not giving you the best that they can? It's always something to be said. Like, I feel like you can learn a lot if you want to see it. Or just based off of who supports you. If they know, if I'm your friend, I really fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I know how much music and shit means to you and your I see your vision, all that stuff.
Yeah.
When I see you doing your thing, I'm not gonna act like I don't see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you any type of look I can or any type of positive energy I can to put eyes on what you got going on.
I agree.
If you really fuck with somebody.
And there's been times even people I don't necessarily fuck with, I've I've had to backtrack on. All right, for example, there's this kid named Uno. He said, "I rap better than Kendrick Lamar."
So you rap better than Kendrick
No,
Lamar?
that's what he said. He raps better than Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
So naturally, at first, I went to a status and I said, "Bro, you're fucking smoking dick." This like, what do you think?
You went to his post with that?
Yes, I was just like, "Fam, who the
I
fuck
watched
you?
it happen.
Yeah, who the fuck do you think you are?"
Look at that shit
Like
going on.
Kendrick, like because Kendrick is this high to me, and then this is a year or so ago. This is not recent. Recently, I apologized to him publicly. Who the fuck am I to tell you don't rap better than Kendrick? Shit, you might rap better than Kendrick. In fact, he actually is very good rapper. Like he is a very good rapper.
Very
But
talented.
just the idea that
You rap better than Kendrick?
Who?
You rap better than Kendrick?
Who, me?
No.
Uno?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's good though.
He's high caliber rapper.
Gotcha.
There and his brand is on point with his rapping ability because he does graphic design and videos too. So he does it all, and it's very good. Everything's high quality.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, exactly. And what I told him is, I was like, I think part of me did that is because I didn't necessarily know, I didn't necessarily feel like I was at a high caliber at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, I didn't feel like that. So I doubted you. Now that I really do feel like
You see what he felt.
I'm at such and such level, then absolutely, yeah, I get it. I get it.
So how do you feel about? All right, so you said one rapper. What about Red Rum? How do you feel about how he feel about himself? And where do you rank? Because you also was like you had some opinions on him too.
I mean,
on his music, not him, his person, but his music.
No, again, with Red Rum, I think he is a Richmond City legend. And I'm specifically saying Richmond
Right.
City. You know what I'm saying? But
You're a Virginia legend.
Richmond City legend, RVA legend. But
That's fucked up.
but with that being said, he is allowed to feel how he feels.
Right.
But even with Uno and even with me, when I sit here and say, "Oh, I feel like All Things Considered is gonna be up there with the Super Duper Fly and the Lord Willing," you leave yourself up to other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
just because I feel like that and I'm sure of myself does not mean that you have to be so sure about me and that you have to feel the same way. Which is what Uno said. He said, "Oh, if that's how you feel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying?"
So do you feel like people have the right to come on your post? Let's say you post some shit like,
Yeah,
"I'm
yeah.
the best rapper."
If you post it,
Yeah, 100%.
if
You
you
feel like
post,
people have the right to come on like, "Man, you
Yeah.
smoking crack, nigga. You fucking stupid."
Here's the thing.
What
You
if people get disrespectful? You feel like they got the right to do
Here's
that?
the thing. Talking to your friend about something you feel is the equivalent of talking to your family in the house. Talking to the internet is the equivalent of walking outside and screaming it.
I agree.
You are now susceptible
Once
to the world. 'cause
once
did
you
that to
make
yourself.
anything public, it is
It's
free
o-
game.
It's open.
It's
it's
free
wide
Y'all have
open.
no
Yeah.
problem with that. If somebody came on y'all and said like, "Y'all niggas
Oh,
crazy.
hold
y'all
on,
shit
hold
trash."
on. You catching all the smoke back.
Oh, you
Fuck
gonna-
that. Yeah, like fam, I'm gonna
I'ma
get
talk
at
to
you.
you.
Don't get me wrong.
You
Well,
have the right to do
I
it.
might get at you, depending on how much I value your opinion, to be honest.
Right,
But
right,
two,
right.
like yeah, you're allowed to come up my post. That's why, like, when I get on here and I say, "Hey, leave your comments, good or bad," I mean it. If we fucking suck and you and you say it, and then it might make me look at it and be like, "Oh, we could fix that."
Step it up on
Yeah,
this
step
one.
it up. Or sometimes people just fucking haters. They're gonna say you suck regardless, bruh. As many.
That's what Rum was saying about everybody. He was like, "Y'all hating on me." Like Rum was saying that basically, like, "Yo, I work hard. I do what I do."
But doesn't mean I have to like it.
No, he
It
ain't
doesn't
saying,
mean I
no
respect
disrespect.
it.
He just saying, "Don't disrespect my name. Don't disrespect the work I put
No,
in."
no.
He's a fucking legend. He's a legend.
I don't have to respect it. I don't have to do anything that you think I have to do.
He paved the way for it, y'all. He paved the way. No, Rich, he paved the way
No,
for
bro,
y'all.
no.
He did.
No,
He
bro. Who
did.
paved the way for me? And I'm gonna be 100% honest about this. Is Octavian and Suburban District.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say Suburban.
Y'all entitled to feel how y'all feel, but y'all Richmond rappers, Rum got a deal.
Yeah,
he laid the way.
yeah.
He showed
but
y'all how to
listen,
have
he
a
got
heart. I ain't saying show y'all
He got a deal, right?
but he showed.
Suburban District did it themselves. They did independent. They were the first one shooting their own videos. The first one
I'm not knocking
doing.
what they doing. Or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying they had their own style. They were throwing their own shows. All the big artists that started coming to Richmond, they were the first ones starting to bring them here.
But before, I
And they did
never
it
heard
all
them.
in-house.
I don't know what song they got. I'm just saying.
No,
Rum,
and that's the thing. They didn't even reach a big I don't think they reached a bigger status than what we're doing, what I'm doing right now. To be honest, and that's not a brag. That's just like I've reached certain things that they haven't reached, and it's not. Octavian knows how I feel about him. Like I love him, and I love what they did, but that movement is the reason there is a hip hop scene that is flourishing in Richmond right now, bar none.
Okay.
The from the shows to them shooting their own videos to the way they brand it to the way that they incorporated fashion and other independent businesses.
Rum getting this deal or that shit you talking about right now? I don't know them people. I'm not
I
trying.
want to say Rum got
I
it.
feel like
what year did Rum get his deal?
All I'm saying is before I started seeing a lot of people go hard, and I said Rum is the reason they went hard. Nothing. I'm just saying Rum was one of the first. Gave you inspiration. Like yo,
he's an inspiration.
He's an inspiration. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he's better than nobody in Richmond.
And even when we argued, I told him, yo, yeah, you are definitely you've definitely achieved a lot.
But let's be real. Like he get hated on a lot. Like let's just be real though. I'm not saying y'all opinions ain't valid on him. I'm just saying he get a lot of unnecessary hate. You bring up Rum names sometimes, bro. People stop talking about shit that ain't got nothing to do with
I'm a Red Rum fan.
He's on your side with that.
Yeah, I'm actually.
As far as like that he gets too much hate. Yeah. I'm on the side of like, yo, you get what people fucking think you are. Like if they think you're trash, they fucking think you're trash, man.
Rum ain't trash.
All right, to you. But there's a lot of people out here that think Rum is trash. I don't think he's trash.
People who saying he's trash gotta let me hear the music and let me hear some of the content.
No, that's not a fair argument either. Just because my music trash doesn't mean I can't say your music's not good.
I can recognize my music is trash and your music is
or
trash.
Or I can think my music is good and think your shit is trash and be wrong.
But listen, this is the fact that separates him from everybody else. What work you put in? What have you done? Like, what have you done on your own?
Bro,
what
they used to tell me, Cheesy?
You can't use
No, what they used to tell me, yo, they used to tell me, I really respect your grind, Illa. And I'd be like, are you gonna finish the sentence? Like, like that. But that's what I'm saying.
That's a compliment. The grind compliment.
The grind compliment is a compliment for the grind, but it doesn't correlate to yo, Illa. I like you. I respect your grind, and your music is fucking dope. Cause that's really what I wanted. Fuck the grind. Yo, do you like this shit that I put my whole life into? I'm going crazy right now. If you like this shit, I need you to spin it. I need you to spin the song. I work so hard. Like stop. Like yes. But I do respect his grind. Like I do.
So you just hit him with the same.
Yeah.
I fuck with you.
I really fuck with you. After I just said how terrible that shit was.
Yeah.
For someone to say.
Rum got songs. He got songs.
I like that. Even to this day, people like one of the greatest compliments I get, or the most consistent compliments I get, is that yo, you work your ass off. Like nobody can outwork you in the city.
This even better than just dropping some. You work.
No, nothing is better than getting my song spun. Listen, yo, when you play my song, you say I respect your grind in like every language. You say it in like. In the highest form of I like your grind is like
I'm not talking about that.
Your song is playing in my car right now. Like I'm sending you videos of my kid dancing to your song. You know that is more.
Your grind will get you there. Sometimes what if somebody don't think you talented, but they see your grind first? They're like, all right, bro, I'm gonna support you because you grinded. But then you win them over because you get better.
Well, that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me.
So the grind is important.
It is. But as an artist.
I don't
give a fuck. Yeah, I care, but it's like to this extent. Now, when you play my fucking music, I care to like this extent, and then when you buy it, we can't even measure how much. Yes, exactly, bro.
Let me ask you this: you get one of two compliments. You can't have both. Somebody gonna walk up to you and give you one or two compliments. Okay. Hey man, yo, your beats are incredible.
Yes.
Hey man, your computer is very nice.
Your computer put up a lot of
that computer is powerful for what you got going on. That shit working real well for you. I see you making beats on it. That's crazy. All right, so which compliment do you take if you can only have one?
All right, so I feel like a better compliment.
And I want to clarify this too. No matter who you are, more people hate what you're doing than like what you're doing. If you look at even Drake, Drake is say he gets
That's how you know you on the way.
yeah, say he gets a billion streams, right? And we know people are playing those streams multiple times. But let's just say he gets a billion streams and a billion people stream that one time. That means there's 6 billion people that still don't fuck with your music. You know what I'm saying? Like your odds are forever like gonna be on more people hate you than like you. But it's how much do the people that like you support you?
Y'all gonna stop disrespecting Rum like that, cause I don't hear the same shit go. I don't hear the same shit happen for Mad Skills and all the other Richmond legends and shit. Y'all gonna stop doing Rum.
No, hold on. Mad
Skills
Skills is finally getting his flowers. I'm being serious,
He's
bro.
been getting disrespect.
No, well, partially because he does a yearly roundup.
Danger Mouth, all them who's the Super Friends, all the Richmond legends. What up, man?
But for real, Mad Skills went through a period in his life because I've talked to Mad Skills. Like I've eaten lunch with Mad Skills and like I've been in the basement where he's like practicing his DJ skills. Like I know him, you know what I'm saying? Like not like we're like tight or anything, but I've been able to conversate with him and shit. There's a lot of resentment for him in Richmond where they didn't appreciate him, and it took him a long time to get that appreciation from this city. Maybe not worldwide or other cities or as a hip hop culture, but this city giving him his flowers while and showing him the type of respect I feel like he thought he deserved or had earned. It took a long time. It really did. It wasn't really till shit. I remember it in 2013. Motherfuckers killed him online because he wanted to have a festival here. He wanted to, you know what Epic Fest is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he wanted to do something like Epic Fest, but with bigger artists. Like not just rich. He wanted to do something. No, he wanted to do something in the water in Richmond before something in the water was even a thought.
Congrats is you, but when Skills' name is brought up, you don't get disrespected like Rum name is. Skills he may feel like that, but when his name get brought up,
but Skills has also never said he's top 3 when he's not top 3.
But you just said, he could. If I feel Rum is top 3 and he's top 3 for this reason. Maybe not lyrically to some people,
but that's what he said. He said I'm top 3 lyrically.
He did say that. But
he can
feel like that. He can feel like that. Rum, you can feel like that, bro.
No, you cannot, bro.
Nigga be saying some real
Waka
shit.
Flocka is the realest dude in the game because he went on an interview recently and says, "Yo, I quit rap because I'm whack." And we're like, no, everybody, obviously, Waka Flocka isn't whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has some dope ass fucking music. But he was like, I like rap, bro. I like lyrics. You can sit here and tell me Waka Flocka, and this is Waka Flocka saying this shit, is a Kendrick Lamar. He's a Tupac.
No, but we need Waka Flocka.
We do. But when you, he's comparing lyrics because that's what he wants.
He found a way to get a bigger bag and transition out that rap shit and get a bigger bag, and that's good for him. But don't shit on where you come from because you.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He's saying like, yo, I when I hear rap, I want to hear lyrics. So when he's bringing up the lyric thing, and then he's comparing himself to fucking lyricists. Like, bro, huh?
Why is he comparing himself to lyrics?
Because that's what he wants. That's what he wants out of music.
The nigga rap with some lyrics, then you shouldn't have been coming out
but
talking all the dumb shit.
But he can't. He's saying that. He's saying, bro, I'm not talented enough. And it's okay.
You're not disciplined enough to put yourself.
It's okay to but it's also okay to have the self-awareness to be like,
that is.
Fam, I'm not there. And no matter what I do, I can read a billion dictionaries. I'm not putting the words together like this.
Because Waka Flocka released a tape where he was actually rapping and he was decent.
And that joint was tough.
He was decent.
That joint was tough.
People just wouldn't believe it coming from you, Waka. Don't nobody want to hear you spit bars. That's what it is.
That's part of it too.
Niggas want to hear you turn up. We don't want to hear you spit bars.
That's part of it too.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that Waka Flocka understood that Eminem has not grasped yet. And that is, you gotta know when to hold them.
No. Did you see the? Hold on. Have y'all seen the interview with Crooked Eye and Eminem?
No.
All right, so I watched this recently. I watched this because Rapitan told me like, yo, watch it. You'll understand what he's doing with music. So I was like, okay, this must be eye-opening. And it was in a sense, but it was very eye-opening. But it taught me two things. I respect him more as a human because I understand how his brain works a little bit better. But I do not ever want to hear his music again now.
Who, Eminem?
I want
Eminem. He said on this interview that why do you always have to say something with rap?
What do you mean?
that the art of the rap is the wordplay and the da-da-da. And it's like, you don't actually always have to say anything. And I said...
Like, you just make up sounds and shit?
but like
no
the
purpose
rhyming
words.
schemes and stuff like that is just as important as you having a message behind your music.
But that's
So
mechanical.
okay.
It's mechanical.
No, bro, it's fucking retarded.
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking no, bro.
It's a skill set.
It's a skill set to do once in a while. I get if you had a Rap God and then you had Godzilla. And in between,
Superman.
you're actually giving us no. I said those two songs specifically because they're wordplay, fast, technical,
Multi-syllable
shit. And you have them spaced out. Cool. That's all you're doing, fam. You're just wasting fucking time, and you're not making. Yo,
You know what's crazy though, Will?
You're telling me the guy who
now
made
you want
Win.
substance, Will?
No, I'm just saying. No, but.
Now you want substance?
No. If he could, even if he would,
But when Wayne drop his shit, Wayne can talk about rainbows and Skittles and this is the third.
No,
and it's all good.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying though. It doesn't have to be substance in there, because substance isn't to me just like it has to be a deep dark message, or you have to like make me feel like, oh, like damn, I need to do better with my life. Like I'm just not doing enough. Like no, it's like you could talk about ass and like eating pussy and that be substance because it's talking about something. Exactly. Whereas Eminem don't be saying shit.
He don't
say nothing.
I'm glad.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. And the guy, you tell me the guy who made Stan, who made The Way I Am, that made Till I Collapse, Superman, like is making.
Trying to keep the lights on.
I like him.
That's what I'm saying. You made these songs that made me.
about killing my baby mama.
Yeah.
And see, that's why I don't fuck with him.
Yeah. Me neither.
For that reason.
And that's
what
why.
That shit you just said, it's like, bro, you're.
No. M was
though.
special even when he was talking about killing his mom and his wife. It was something very real about it.
Yeah,
and it evoked something.
I stopped listening to him in middle school, yo. I realized that. Like,
that's when I was like, I hated gay people because of Eminem. Dead ass. I talked to Prop about this. I was so into what he was saying. And I mean, part of it because he was a white rapper for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, and I was also like going through a lot. I was in foster care, and I didn't have like.
He been some of the same shit.
Exactly. I just like he tapped into I tapped into it, and then I didn't understand gay people at the time. This was in 2020, where like you kind of really need to understand like what the gay people like the gay culture is going through. Like back then, it was like it was okay to hate gay people and do it publicly.
It was expected.
Yeah, it was like kind of like faggots. You know what I'm saying?
Just a few years after, it was okay to hate black people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now,
no, it's still. You know what's crazy? It's still okay to hate black people.
And now
like as Americans, like white Americans, they still do this shit.
The new thing is now the men we're fucking assholes and chauvinists now. The same way the black people. I feel like now the new fight is women's rights and shit, and women.
No. I've always and this is why I say that.
Agenda.
We don't have all the states fucking fighting to teach real black history like we talked about last episode, but we got people fighting to include, sexual orientation and trans into bathrooms, into history.
Before the frontal lobe is developed.
Yeah, into history and all of this. And I don't feel that it's right to prioritize a sexual orientation over entire fucking race. It doesn't make sense. Now, granted, again, I support gay people. I support everybody to do what they do to make themselves happy. But it does not make sense to me.
I think you're looking at it incorrect. I think you're looking at it like a this or that type of situation. It's more of a this and that. We like Black History is on space 5. We still haven't gotten to the finish line where it's actually what it should be. Mm-hmm. But we on like space 5. Gay people were still at the starting line, and now they on space 1.
Nah.
So like the addition,
they're at least on space 3 or 4.
Maybe now in 2020 it's like 3 or 4, but
look how look at this. Let's look at it, and this might be a little controversial, but fuck it, I don't care. Look how quickly transgender people got bathrooms included with everybody else. Hold on, but look how
they ain't had to get whooped for that. I feel you.
And look how quickly, and look how long it took for a black person to share a black bathroom.
You talking about a time when 90% of the country didn't have a toilet in their house versus us having the entire internet in our pocket. Like the world is faster, so of course,
Information.
of course it moves quicker.
But let's
than
agree.
other time,
Can we agree that the gay, the LGBT community had it a little bit. Their struggle had it a lot better than the civil rights.
Well, but because it's a completely different.
And some of them trans be doing fucked up shit like.
Well, I think because it doesn't exclude one race or anything like that. It's kind of all.
The civil rights niggas won't try to trick motherfuckers. Them gay people, like not all gay,
but civil rights was riding on the back of an already violent altercation. That's different from in 2019, 2020. The battle for equal rights for gay people.
And a lot of gay people are already empowered. A lot of gay people are already empowered.
And also being gay wasn't like a.
That's why it's
It's not systematized yet. It's not at a systematized level. So like being gay doesn't have the same effect that being black in 1955 was.
Okay. So do you feel like the agenda of the media or society, which one when it comes to the LGBT community and the civil and like just black people's struggles and stuff like that? Minority struggle. Yeah. What do you feel had the push? Which one you feel had the overall push to say, yo, let's include it? I don't feel like we was getting included like that.
I'm not gonna lie and say that black people got anywhere near, or people of color, or what.
Yeah, they should. It's just like it's okay for you to teach my son that if he feels like he identifies with a girl, that's okay. That's not okay.
No,
that's not okay.
It's
okay, but it's not okay.
It's okay, but it's also not okay. It is okay.
You gotta remember that.
It is okay.
We gotta acknowledge that too. Yeah, it is different times.
It is okay, but
we come from a certain
it doesn't
era,
take more precedence than like the fact that even if he's identifying as a girl, he's still a black person, and that comes with its own fucking problems, and that's not being prioritized because regardless, if you decide to go back and forth between a boy and a girl, you're always gonna be black, and then and you're not getting that. There's not a lot of priority put onto that, besides with black people. Like black people are starting to prioritize being black more, but as a whole, as like white Americans, we don't give a fuck about that.
You know what the real truth, the answer to your question, the real answer to your question, the only reason that being black and why like the push behind it that we're not getting, the reason why the gay community does get that push.
Unity?
No, it's because white men can be gay. White men can't be black. Which means there's nobody in a position of real power within the system that can really.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I said to him. Is that so it's not,
while
this started happening, there were already gay people in the power position position of power.
Which is fine, but it's not fair to compare the two fights and because of that.
I'm not saying it's fair. Maybe fair to compare them, but it still needs to be talked about. Like you should not be. I don't know. I just feel like it's been so much focus on the LGBT fight and within politics and within like mainstream America, and the black fight, or not even the minority fight has just been kind of like
pushed to the side.
Like it rises. When a black kid gets killed by cops, then he dies off. But I do also think that.
How much of the responsibility is on the black community?
But I tell you, one thing though.
It's also the unity.
I bet
it's
you
the
black
unity
community
aspect of it.
I bet you when it comes to the black community, I bet you more of us nowadays are supporting equality when it comes to the gay culture and trans. I bet you a lot of us feel more like, okay, we gotta be cool with it. We can't, because 10 years ago we would have been toxic. We would have like, fuck that, F that, you know what I'm saying, cussing and shit. Nowadays it's like it's not cool to be like that. So we more coming. I feel like as a culture, we come into our senses like, all right, we can't just because we're not gay, we can't sit there and call this man, you know what I'm saying, or call him.
Well, you also don't want to like alienate somebody else because y'all know how it feels.
You know what it feels like.
Yeah.
To be alienated.
You know what I'm saying?
But back then that didn't matter. We was alienated, but we still ain't fuck with gay.
It didn't matter 10 years ago. That's what I'm saying, and that's been my biggest problem with the black community. Is I've never seen a group of people that have dealt with what we dealt with since before any of us was born. Anybody in this room was born. And we can still find it in our hearts to treat somebody else completely the same way because they're different from us. That's literally what we fight.
Yeah.
That's probably why that's why we can't take that stuff.
We fight. Community. When something happens, they're going to cancel that person, whoever does that. With our community, we'll fake care
We
for like
for-
a week,
we forgive
and then after that, we go right back to our regular schedule.
Yeah.
But that's also also unfair to say because
It's the truth, though.
it's unfair to say because the media dictates a lot of that, and a lot of the media supports the LGBT struggle
They're the ones
where
who's
they don't.
owning the company.
They own the company.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean by the white man. By being white man being able to be gay means that there is able to they have the
Well,
opportunity for.
What was it? The Dave Chappelle skit it sums it up perfectly. The white gay man is driving the car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That actually is like dead ass on.
Yeah, a white dude couldn't become a black man and then infiltrate the system and be trusted enough to infiltrate the system and be allowed the controls to be able to change things. But a white man can be a gay man and utilize those relationships and take advantage of that privilege that he may have in order to get in the right position, like working at NBC.
Gay is no color.
Gay doesn't have a color.
And you can't identify it. You can't always identify it immediately.
Yeah, you always
Like you could be gay or I could be gay. We could all be gay, and nobody would know unless we really were open about it. Yeah, yeah.
Until a Facebook video come out.
Yeah. but when I see you immediately, I know you.
When you in a corporate meeting,
Yeah,
you can't hide
Yeah, exactly.
You always gonna be a
Exactly.
nigga in the room if you go to a boardroom meeting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you could be a gay dude that buys NBC, or you get hired as the lead producer,
Correspondent
on NBC.
or something. Yeah.
So now every story that comes through there, you get to decide what the narrative.
Yeah,
narrative
but
is.
I don't like that. That's what my original point
But
is.
that-
I wasn't
that
trying to
comes-
like
that
diss
comes
the LGBT community. I'm actually impressed by the consistency and the unity. In fact, I think out of any community, they're probably the most organized and unified because even the white community don't even be that. Like we're going at war right now. Like you got the white liberals versus the white Republicans, and that shit gets nasty on social media. Like
How's that shit? 'Cause
it's
white
You
liberals
should
versus
see these white
conservatives.
people fighting with each other. It's
yeah.
hilarious.
I don't get that come across my
Yeah,
time.
it gets nasty, man. It gets really
It's the
nasty because
funniest
you're
shit
you're
I've
not
seen.
you're not just it's not a race thing.
I
It's
dated a couple white liberals.
yeah.
They
go hard.
They fight there. They
But
fight
I definitely couldn't be quiet after my nieces were born. You know, my stepdad's also black, so it's like now I've got my stepsister, she's black, and it's like all my friends are black, so it's like I don't have the luxury, or I don't feel like I have the luxury to just be like, okay, yeah, I understand y'all's plight, but you know that's y'all's thing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stand up and say something and make it make it known where the fuck I stand. And part of that comes with age too. You know, at one point in time, even when I was like more educated, I wasn't intellectual enough or
intellectual enough.
no. What's the other? I wasn't stable enough. Like my shit would have came off all types of crazy. I've been like, yo, fuck these crackers, like you know what I'm saying. But it's a way that even for white people who are trying to do this, you got to play the game. You can't just like come at white people crazy and be like, oh, you're fucked up. You don't. A lot
Never
of
take a message.
well, that and I'm gonna be real. Not everybody really understands. I tried to explain this on the status the other day, that because I see people say things that I used to say, like, or not necessarily say, but question. For example, somebody posted that a white person was like, HBCUs. What if there was all white colleges? And they don't get it.
They don't understand.
That's just ignorance.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ignorance. It's not
Scroll
necessarily like spiteful or hatred.
They don't
It's
even
just
know
like,
how dumb
yo,
they look.
yeah, exactly. And then it's like, why do you think there's like, have a conversation with them. So why do you think there's HBCUs? And then
What's
you
the need?
and
Why is the need?
then they have to look at it like, well, because all black people want to be in college. You
I'm
know.
not accepting. I don't accept it. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right,
I
go
can't
ahead.
accept it. I'm sorry. The same way you feel about it being 2020 and rappers not reading their contracts, I feel the same way about white ignorance at this point.
You just said last episode or two ago that some people don't grow up in that type of environment.
I understand that, but at the same time,
Be that as it may.
be that as it may, there is way too much information to say something as stupid as that.
People still out.
There's a difference between I don't know anything about black people. I never met a black person in my life. The only experiences I have is through media, and now I have formulated this opinion about black
So
people.
how do you react to
And
it?
vice versa.
All right, you don't agree with what I said. That's fine. How do you react to that person that says that?
I'm not gonna lie to you. As of the last couple of years, I have gotten way more volatile in this particular arena.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the patience anymore.
Okay.
I just don't have the patience no more.
Okay.
I'm tired of trying to save the world. One post at a time, one comment at a time. Trying to be nice about it.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
so this particular situation happened
Karen,
in person.
You don't understand. No, like even in person. Even in person, like.
Okay.
What? Why are there no all-white cut? Have you ever heard of a place called Harvard?
Have you ever heard of college?
You ever heard of college?
Like, have you ever heard of fucking college?
Like,
University.
Where do you think you live?
What movies? Like
But
just
you know
go.
what I think it is? It's just a simple fact for them. It's college. For us, it's HBCU. It's like it's unique. So it's like, oh, why did they get that cool name? Why did they get this? Why did they get that? But they totally take out their mind. They have everything else. They're not looking at it that way.
Well, they're not also looking. They also see the three people that are in their class that are of a different ethnicity, and then they're like, well, there's black people in this college. You realize there's more than 3 black people in the world, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they make up a heavy population.
Do y'all think it's harder to, as a black person or a white person, to stand up to each other's race? Like, is it harder to be a white person to stand up to your race and say, this y'all are ignorant for this and the third, or is it harder for a black person to stand up to his race and say, every white person, blah blah blah, ain't a racist?
Is this to them or for everybody?
This is for everybody. What do y'all think? What group do y'all think is harder for to stand up to their own race?
I would say.
I was thinking that too.
I would say white people.
I would say white people.
No, it's harder for us to stand up to our own race.
I don't see it.
You don't think so?
This is why I don't see it, because if you post a status that is standing up to like what black culture is doing, from what I've seen, again, I'm not black, so this is what I'm seeing. This is not obviously like a dictation or anything, but half the people will be like, you're right, and then half the people will be like, you're wrong. And the people that are wrong, they'll call you names, you know what I'm saying, and they'll degrade your education, you know what I'm saying.
You're talking about this is a white person.
No, this is black.
Oh, yeah,
like when you post something.
Yeah.
I've seen it before.
Yeah.
You know, they'll call you the C word, and
No, whoever called me the C word.
I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his name on here, but
Say his name on here.
No.
You know I smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah. No, but they'll say, don't do this, don't do that. All right.
Oh, I know what you're saying. The energy
yeah.
do be on something.
But white people, one of two might disagree with you in public, and you get a lot of people that might even agree with you in public. You'll probably get more people that agree with you in public, considering what your Facebook is like, or what your following is like. But those private messages and those private conversations and those moves that follow that are very, very much more severe. Possibly not get a job because of it. Possibly not get a recommendation off of it. Block you in other ways.
Shit, we already got that.
Well,
and when you stand up to your own fucking race, like you say, people will try to call you that.
But again, it goes back to the white people in power. They dictate more of what's happening, and those private conversations.
Well, you don't like it on Facebook. White people be saying all type of crazy shit on Facebook.
Yeah, but those private conversations are serious, man. Like, as far as
Oh, you mean like how they really feel?
Yeah, because they feel like they can have this like white to white conversation with me. Like this guy Jason. I ain't gonna say his last name, but
you said his name.
because there's a billion Jasons on Facebook.
Jason.
Yeah, I'll post something about Trump, not supporting Trump, and he'll laugh at the thing, and then I'll get a message about, you need to be more proud of this, and like you don't understand what this black person is doing, or saying something like that, and they get
trying to bring you back to their side.
Yeah, and it's just like, and that dude also has the ability to fuck my credit up, you know what I'm saying, or like like stop me from getting a bank loan possibly, you know what I'm saying. There's a guy, fuck you, his name is Vincent, who actually did this. I had a music video, and he blocked me from shooting my music video there because he ran the apartment complex. Because he doesn't like me or my stance on things, and
so you're saying because a lot of white people are in power?
Yes, they have the ability to make your life.
They see you standing too close to us. They be like,
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Not enough black people.
Or
control the
just
system.
not even too close to y'all, too close to whatever doesn't align with their beliefs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it could be, you know, a money issue. It could be you know, like the Bernie thing. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of flack from that. You know, oh, Bernie's a socialist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What is a socialist?
Yeah, you trying to take the money from the rich and give it to the poor or some shit like that? Like,
it's more of like where everything becomes a social program.
Entitlement.
Where it's like taxes are paying for everything, so everything is controlled by the government. The thing is, Bernie's not a socialist.
like free healthcare, shit like that.
Yeah, but and every day we use socialism. Cops, fire departments, ambulances, highways, public water, you know, like toilets and stuff like that. All of that's socialism. But people hear socialist and they're like, you might as well be a communist. You're a commie. Like, we're gonna, you know, get taken over. It's not that.
They freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, they freaked it, and they exaggerate it because a lot of Bernie's ideas are actually supported by Republican beliefs, but it's coming from
Same thing
from
they did
him.
to Obama.
Yeah, it's coming from him. So now it's a socialist belief because that's the narrative being pushed on him, and he does believe in a lot of social programs, but most of the stuff we do in this country
Sounds
is
like
social.
he's like taking from everything. He takes taking the good out of everything.
He's not in support of like big companies and rich people, billionaires being taxed less than middle class Americans.
Yeah.
The thing that's killed a middle America is the tax. The taxes now give huge breaks to rich people and take more from middle to lower class.
Do you ever think it's just because like they're incorporating their businesses?
Oh no, it's because they pay the lawmakers to make loopholes so that they can exploit the loopholes and then pay the like. There's no way in the world that it's justified that Amazon paid $0, 0 cents in taxes last year.
I heard that the dude wanted to
32
pay taxes.
And they probably made some shit of bread,
The
didn't they?
dude, I heard that the dude on Amazon wanted to actually cooperate. He felt like, yeah, we should pay taxes or whatever, but Trump passed a law for the billionaires or whatever.
Like the board of directors.
So he ended up benefiting on that.
I never in my life heard somebody that says I want to pay taxes and they didn't
Somebody
accept
don't quote me
taxes.
Y'all
Like,
check,
you know what I'm saying?
y'all check that shit. Somebody, a dude who always talked to me about this shit, who swear he know what he talking
And
about.
I'm telling you,
He told me
it's
this
called cap.
All right, we want you. Hey, y'all, y'all let us know in the comments.
It's
Y'all let us know in the
called cap.
comments. What was the point?
We were talking about do you feel like it's harder standing up to black people as a black person or a white person to white people?
I guess it just depends on what type of circles you in. But for me, I do feel like it's harder for a black person because you can't. It's harder for a black person to show up with a. It's harder for a black person to preach the pro-black message and then have a white girlfriend.
Yes, for sure,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Like,
Then you go get
yeah,
That's what I was.
That's contradicting.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of because it's
Right.
like we already deal with stuff with white people already. They already know I'm gonna get stereotyped if I go in this bank trying to get a loan, or if I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. We're already used to that. But when it comes to our own people, just to get their support, if you do something and go left, it feels way worse, and it feels so much harder to try to do things rather than stuff I already go through on a regular basis.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with other black people, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
would
like
say that about black people. Maybe I just don't.
Cause I know some dudes who got.
I think that's my issue. I feel like I just don't give a fuck. All I care about is
So
kids.
so why do you feel like that?
Why do I
Because
feel
they
like
say that shit.
No. Why do you feel like? Okay, I guess not how. Why do you feel like that? Why do you feel like black people are so hard on other black people?
I just feel like a lot of black people ain't trying to hear you. We already divide each other by shades. If we was talking shit back and forth, I could call him a couple names. He could call me a couple names because of our shades, our skin tones. So that having a white girlfriend is just another thing for us to attack. Say, oh, you ain't black. Nigga, you can't preach that pro-black shit. Like, you got a white girl, you ain't really for. You know what I'm saying? But you can't really. I know some people who really talk that shit and they have white baby mamas, but they every day they black just as black as the blackest motherfucker out there.
yeah.
Does that take away from your struggle though, because you have a white girlfriend?
No, it just don't make you seem authentic to the struggle. Like you don't really.
For sure.
Like I went to a
You ain't got a
predominantly
black
white
queen.
school, so I had better education than a lot of my peers.
Yeah.
And I talk proper stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they used to be like, oh, so you think you're better than us, huh? You think you?
Yeah.
white
I've
or
heard
stuff
that a
like
lot. I've
You know
heard that
what
a
I'm
lot.
Especially in the black.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's
All the
like
time.
I can't help that my parents wanted me to have different
But
opportunities. I'm thankful for that.
But
you know?
in hindsight, or in vice versa, when you're white and you don't talk proper and you don't have a fucking button up on and you know not working 9 to 5, you know, you're white trash. So I'm not saying it's I'm not why I'm comparing it. I'm not saying yours is less. They're comparable. Yeah, because that was one of the, I talked about this the first episode. That's one of the struggles I had. I had an identity crisis in high school because I'm like, maybe I need to be more white. Maybe I need to do this. You know what I'm saying? And hang out with more white people and. I never felt comfortable, and it took me a long time to get back to who I really was. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, white people made me feel less than. You know, made me feel like white trash. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't just a white thing. Another thing black people gotta stop doing. We also separate each other by opportunity. I got people I noticed from the projects and from the hood that'll look down on family members or friends that they know that's had a better opportunity, and because they had a better opportunity, you don't know nothing. You're not real. You're not. We got to stop equating realness. No, because
the whole point of being real is taking the opportunity when you get it. You don't real shit. Who wants to fucking stay in the hood? I've been in.
Now, listen. If you want to build and get back to that, that's cool. But we got to stop. We got to stop acting like.
No, I don't mean. All right. You're right.
You can stay in the hood. I know what you're saying.
But even you want to better the hood.
Yeah, you want to better.
And I don't want to stay in the hood and be in the hood mindset and be around hood people that are doing hood shit. That shit is played.
Yeah, anything
like
negativity, all that negative shit is played out. Like we gotta start acting like.
But I feel like that's the mentality that goes back to us feeling it from our own people because it's like say I want to get a great education and I come back to the hood and I want to do something. Yeah. Black people going hate. So what they gonna do? They're gonna try to mess up my establishment. They're gonna rob me. Or it can go even far left. It can go to somebody.
You got a target on your back.
That's off of hate.
That's because you're educated and you talk a certain type of way. You got a target on your back from your own people.
And I've seen people get more love when they get out of jail than when they come back from college. Exactly. And it's just like, the whole purpose of doing any of that shit is to stay out of jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't get that. And that's not, that's, something I've seen with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got out of jail, I had mad buzz around me just because I got out of jail. I'm like, do you realize I hated all of that? Like, I hated this entire experience. This was whack as fuck. Like, you realize jail is corny.
It's like an instant validation. Though.
It's crazy.
From society. Like, ain't shit you can do about it.
It's a mindset.
Like, my mind's kind of fucked a little bit. Even though I was only there for a little bit of time, you still get that.
You know where that come from? You know where that mentality come from, bro? It's environmental. It's the media. It's the fact that the people that live in those neighborhoods, when they go outside, all these stores got boards on the windows. And graffiti. The restaurants is closed down. The ones that's open got bars in the windows. They distrust it from birth. You know what I'm saying? This is just the mentality of growing up in the war zone. And it's always blown my mind where I see white people under certain posts and stuff like talking about military. And they can completely understand and grasp the concept of how being in the war zone for an extended period of time can affect a soldier. And when they come back home and they feel all this compassion, they want to send them gifts and they want to be warm and welcome when they get home.
That shit's fake though.
They can understand. They understand PTSD. It's like
it's okay if you snap.
It's alright if you.
And not to knock soldiers back.
No, but you get what I'm saying.
But that love is fake, bro. Because a lot of those people forget about veterans. There's veterans that are homeless.
No, I know.
That
happens. But that happens anyway. But I'm just.
I'm
saying that just the fact that you can even articulate.
But you can understand.
If you can articulate the idea, even if it's not authentic, if you can at least articulate it, then I know you grasp some sort of understanding.
You know why though? They disassociate that war being a war between humans. That's a war of our people versus those savages, those people.
But nobody understands. But those same people will, when they see a black kid get shot by another black kid because of the neighborhood that it happened in, they'll be under the post talking like saying some very racist shit. I don't know if y'all ever been in that.
But they're not disassociating. Yeah, they're like, oh, my neighborhood's safe. My kid wouldn't do that, because they're Americans. But when you're going outside and when you're going to a whole other country to fight Iraqis or fight, fight in Afghanistan, those aren't people to them. Those aren't.
I don't think black people are people to them.
when it's in your country, they're people, but they're less than. When you're over there, they're not even people. They're just you fought something different out there.
You talking about when soldiers killing little kids over there, whatever, because they just like fuck it.
Well, they just
No, I'm talking about when these people he's talking about are looking at soldiers. It's like they went to fight monsters.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like they went to go. They're not killing people.
That sounds like an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse.
That's how society.
I'm telling you. That's how they're picturing in their head. They're not sitting here looking at.
I believe that aspect. What more so I was
it's
saying,
stupid. It's really ignorance, but it's just that's how I see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not associating like, yo, the same thing that just happened in the war is happening in fucking Chirac right now. You know what I'm saying? It's happening in LA right now. It's happening in Southside Richmond right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the environments are so similar. Like, what
how you don't understand
what dictates a war zone?
It comes down to what you said. You have nieces that are mixed now, right?
Yeah.
Once more of these white people have more black family and relatives, let
Friends.
one of their grandkids that are mixed get shot by police.
Then
you're going to see something. But right now, it's not hitting home. It's
Yeah.
not resonating because it's like, those black kids should have probably not been out there doing
They've been
what
trained.
and that's the kind of shit.
Little Jimmy wouldn't
or
do that.
grandson that's with one of those black kids and it happens, oh no, it's different now.
Yeah.
Now I got to do something about it.
Yeah.
When it
And
affects
that's,
us,
and
we
that's
care.
foul, but that's what it takes.
I feel like that's what made like H, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so, like, you know what I'm saying, like, white people didn't care about H until that shit got
Is it about
into
heroin?
Yeah, my fault. I'm
No,
over
you're
talking
good.
slang and shit.
But talking about with the overdoses and shit, they ain't care
Yeah,
about
like
they
the
didn't care about that shit
the-
until that shit got into
And that's why when we go back to our
Now you see they trying to get
Eminem
that
conversation,
fentanyl now,
he speaks on that. It's called White America. He's like, yo, y'all didn't give a fuck about any of this shit until it hit your home, and now, you know, little Erica's rapping my music, and you're like, oh shit, it's such a big deal. We gotta censor rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you didn't give a shit when, you know, Tony was, you know, killing Mike and, you know, in Compton because, you know, it didn't affect you. It didn't affect you. That's you know.
I think that's a toxic human trait, though. I think we all have the ability to detach.
That shit had to be taught to us, bro.
Yeah, well, it's taught. But
I think that's my weakness is compassion. Cause my mom, bro, she is the most compassionate person, empathetic person I've ever met in my life. Like, you can't even tell her something's sad, cause she'll feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my, like the cat died because it was crossing the road, and then her fucking day is ruined, yo. Like, she's like, yo, cat should have went out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's past some of that, and I've had to literally fight that urge because things make me sad. That like yeah, it's sad, but it shouldn't like. I shouldn't be taking this weight on. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, people need to be more empathetic and be more compassionate for others. Like, you know, you gotta like,
especially Red Rum. Yeah, you got all that compassion, but you ain't got no compassion for my boy Resume though. The respect is the work this man paid. Come on, man.
Oh my
Where's his
God.
compassion?
Yo, I told you he was an RVA legend. What more do you want from me? That's pretty compassionate, man.
I think it may be the way he carries himself. Because I remember one time he came.
He's not top 3 lyrically. Yo, bro, I know I can text somebody 10 people
Rum
right now that will murder him lyrically.
It's the demeanor.
Rum used to
I feel
battle,
like the way
and
he
I know
carries himself sometimes, and other artists don't. It's like, all right, we get it.
Hold on,
But
a
you
lot of
don't
artists
have
are assholes in Richmond. It's a lot of people that did happens with Rum.
I can be an
assholes.
asshole. I can be an asshole for sure.
But not just you. But it's a lot. No,
I can be an
it's
asshole.
a lot of people out here that are assholes that ain't did nothing that Rum did, and they arrogant.
But it doesn't
They're
matter
arrogant.
because he really. All right, bro. Can we say he really didn't do nothing?
He did something.
Like getting signed.
He did something.
Getting
He did a
signed.
lot.
No, you can't
did
say
a
he didn't do.
lot. He
Okay,
did a lot.
you can't say he didn't do nothing. That's
All
not.
right.
Yeah, Rum, Gotti, Boosie on his debut tape.
Ross.
Like that's big. Khaled, like that's on his debut.
And what
That's
waves
big.
did those songs?
Not his
from, bro?
debut tape, but you know, it's
It don't matter.
his
That's-
debut. Khaled.
That don't mean he didn't do.
No.
He said what?
Yo, bro, don't give me a feature. We're not doing nothing with it. Fuck
what?
it, bro.
Didn't he do a video with?
Nobody knows that but you and us.
It's on the internet. It's on the internet.
Like nobody
It's on the
cares
internet.
though. Nobody's
It's on the
like,
internet.
yo, did
it's
you
no
hear
different.
that Rum and Ross,
It's no
bro?
different
Like
from
that
when,
shit
like,
was
a Pee Wee
fire.
Long
No.
made you a song
If anything, I'm
with
gonna
Gucci
listen
back in
for
the
it
day.
and I'm gonna listen to Ross's verse, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, cool.
Now that's bullshit because if you from Nevada somewhere and you hear about a Rum song, you go to his YouTube. you might see a couple videos with just him, but then you go, okay, switch by, you got a song with your guy.
Okay,
Who?
yo, I'm gonna take it there.
From-
I'm gonna
from
take
Red
it there.
Rum?
I don't want to take it
Come
there,
on.
but Nicholas F has a feature with Drake.
That's different. I didn't even heard that song. I don't think it's good. No, I ain't trying to diss nobody. But I haven't heard the song, and if it wasn't like that, I would have heard it.
and nobody hears that fucking
That's,
Ross.
hold on, but listen.
Nobody
but when
heard
you
that
play
Ross and
but I
Rum
bet you-
song.
But listen, when you play that Ross and Rum song, it's not gonna be wet. Play me that
That's
Drake
not
song.
true.
Play me
That's
that-
not true.
Shit.
That's not,
Play
bro.
it now.
Bro, no,
Play it now.
I'll play it after we get off. I'm not playing
Play
it
it now,
now.
then play the Nicholas F shit.
And I'm gonna go there with it. I didn't like the Nicholas F and Drake song. It means the same thing.
No.
You wasted an opportunity.
Because it was bad. I didn't hear it.
I wouldn't say it's bad. I would just say that, like, yo, if you're gonna get on a track with Drake, you gotta bring your
Rum did what he supposed to
game.
do. Rum got on the track with Rum and held his own, and Ross killed that shit.
And
And
then
you gonna
Ross
listen
didn't give
to it.
100% if Rum
No,
held
it
his
was
own, because
kinda
Rum
dumb. Why
ain't
would
in
that
the
man
same
business?
fucking caliber.
Let's stop
as
acting like we
Ross.
know Rum business anyway. We don't know Rum business really went down.
I don't care about that. I'm telling you, the song didn't make no waves.
The nigga might not have read his
Man, that
Maybe
shit
it's
was
the
hard,
fact that
man.
he's
That shit was hard.
around us.
From-
and
from-
for
from-
you to have all those accolades and you're still moving.
Because Drake, but Nicholas F has the song with Drake. He's still on the show with us in March. It's not about that. You didn't capitalize on, and I said this publicly, so this ain't new. He didn't capitalize on it. I think for real, because Nicholas F will blow Red Rum out the fucking water.
How many
bar for
songs he
bar.
had on the radio though? I'm not trying to diss this man. I'm just trying to. I'm looking at.
He's not a radio artist. He's an underground artist. But he has.
That's the
he has-
excuse.
but-
That's the excuse you get to have though. When Rum ain't got that, Rum
No,
gotta drop hits.
Come
Rum
on, bro.
gotta
We know
have.
there's different.
Rum gotta have street shit and
like
radio hits.
Water Bill is a radio hit. Like it is. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that shit was like ultra lyrical. Like yo, I went in. Like no,
Radio
fam.
hits
I
is
have
good.
fun on the track and it's a banger.
That's a talent. That's a skill
Yeah,
set.
exactly. But Nicholas F doesn't
He doesn't
cater to that.
I get what you're saying.
But if we're gonna sit here and say top 3 lyrically, Nicholas F is light years beyond Rum.
It just depends. It just
and-
depends.
and-
You know how many
like
tracks?
years-
Hold on. Because it's a couple tracks I can put on YouTube.
And he
or
has
rap.
he has more spins, and he has more views,
All right, so
and he has
listen,
more
I
followers.
got you. Listen, I got you. So if
No,
you're saying,
I'm sitting here saying quality-wise,
Get my
Nicholas
point.
F is better, and he also has all the
all right,
other
so we
things that
gonna
are
give
better.
Nicholas F credit for saying, all right, yo, he don't make radio hits.
He battles too.
Let me-
He was 106 in Park,
let me get it
106 in
off.
Park champ
Let me get it off.
for like weeks.
And
until they retired him
that's
off.
crazy. I didn't even know that fact. But let me get this off.
So you gotta do your homework.
No, I don't. If he's
That's
that
right.
dope, it should come to me like Red Rum came to me.
Yeah,
Shit, pause.
but I didn't know about the Ross thing until you said it. It didn't come
But
to
you
me.
knew about Red Rum. You knew about Red. Listen, man,
so
that's
you
my
didn't
point.
know anything about Nicholas F.
No, I knew, and I did. I heard.
All
I
right,
heard.
all right.
Not to disrespect Nicholas F at all. I definitely hear his name plenty of times. I just never actually did my research to hear.
And I'm not sitting
That's
here.
on me.
I'm not.
You should listen to it, bro.
I know. That's on me.
You gonna
That's on me.
fuck
That's on
with
me.
it. Fuck
I
with
know
it.
I will.
swear to God,
I
you
know I
gonna
will.
fuck with it,
But
bro.
I'm just make my point.
Especially
If
as
we gonna
a
give
producer.
Nicholas
Go
F
ahead.
credit for not for making radio hits, he's a lyrical artist. Then we got to give Rum credit for stepping out of making hits and doing other things where he might have a real ass song where he tell a story, or he might have a song where he do some lyrical
Bro,
shit.
I don't
It's
want to
videos
hear
on
Rum.
YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. I
If
don't
there's-
want to hear Rum do that because he doesn't
Why?
do it well.
How you didn't listen to it?
I have listened to it.
I bet you listen to the song I'm gonna play.
You said you talk about the one he had the battle.
No. That's how I know you didn't hear the song I'm talking about, because if you heard it, you'd be
Was
like,
it
you'll
called?
give it up. You'll be like, okay, he was talking about some real shit.
No, I'm not. Even the song,
And it was cool, and it was rap.
even the song you just played.
Not that one.
Posted. I'm just saying he was talking about some real shit. It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
No, the video was dope.
Hold on. But listen.
I didn't. Yo, it's something about his
No, dude.
voice. It's the way he delivers stuff.
First
and
off,
his,
Rum got a voice for rap.
some people. For example, the song "Dog Food" off his last mixtape. All right, that's cool. But bro, it's just not for me, and it's not for a lot of people. And I'm not saying again.
How can you say it's not for a lot of people? If it's for a lot of people.
Because you even said there's so many people on Facebook hating on him.
No, but I also see on Facebook.
A lot of
people,
love.
It was a lot of people who was talking shit that's still on his fucking posts and his comments, liking his shit, and it was just
Oh, that's
talking
fake shit. That's fake shit.
So that
Yeah,
means
that's
that just
fake
shows you how.
Yeah, I don't do that.
It just shows you how.
I don't do
fickle
that.
it is.
I'm not saying he's not talented or even has a lane. It's just not for me. It's never moved me. It's
Man,
never
Rum
moved
that
me.
nigga. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people in the city that do their thing, but we gotta stop shitting on Rum. Like
I'm not shitting on him.
I'm not saying you.
Yeah,
I'm not,
yeah.
It's a lot of people other
yeah.
than you. I'm not. Trust me, you not the. When I think about hate on Rum, I don't think you're not the first person because I don't look at you like you just sitting around trying to hate him. I think you got legitimate reasons what to say. It's a lot of people that just hate on that man.
And I don't want to like. I also don't want to go back to the Nicholas F thing. I don't want to sit here and act like he didn't try his best. I don't know what he did with that track with Drake, but Drake got him. And the fact is, I know bar for bar, Nicholas F can go bar for bar with Drake easily. He did take the opportunity, regardless of what anybody says or how hard he works. You missed the opportunity, bro.
But he didn't know Drake was probably gonna be Drake at that point.
No, bro. This was popular Drake. This is after Take Care, Nothing Was the Same Drake. 2017, I believe, or 2016 is when Vices came out. Can you look that up real quick?
I have a question about Nicholas F. I heard a rumor on the streets that he wrote for Drake.
There's rumors that he wrote.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He wrote for Drake.
It's Drake.
Well, the thing is, they were signed to the same management company before Drake broke up.
What am I looking up again?
When Vices came out. They were under. It was a Rainy Day Entertainment. That's how actually the Clips was under 2001.
13.
So yeah, we're talking about after Nothing Was the Same Drake.
It should have been way.
Yeah, and Vices blew up. Vices was a big project. It was over the entire internet, had big singles. But anyway, what I'm getting back to is,
that's the one that has Drake on it, because I don't see that song on it.
Yeah, it's the last song on the album. Maybe it's not on. He didn't. It's look up the mixtape version, because that's the album version. He might not have got it cleared for sale. Maybe it's just free. Just look up, but he has a AM to PM with Drake too. Like that's old song. They were alright. So Drake and Nick were on the same management team. Even the Clips was on it. Rainy Day Entertainment. That's why Drake and Pusha shit goes back way deeper than people realize, or way longer than people.
They got multiple songs with each other.
Yeah, bro. I know. And they were all under the same. They have songs with the Clips. Drake has songs with the Clips. Like from back in the day. It might be the AM to PM song.
So Nicholas
AM to PM came out in like
09,
09, 08 or some shit like that.
Who is top 3?
I would say in Richmond.
Who is top 3? Who is top
right
3
now? Are we talking? All right. So what are we talking? Like talent, or are we talking about like buzz and clout right now?
I should say top 3 or whatever your top 3 is. Because when we start narrowing down, we put restrictions on shit. Just who is your top 3?
In Richmond?
Outside of yourself.
To me, right now, don't quote me on that one. It's somebody big. He's also collabing with beats on. And they got songs with like Conway. The whole camp is really
doing
like,
shit.
yeah, they're doing shit. Nicholas F. and his camp, the AMG camp. That's him, Michael Millions. And even though I don't really like Radio B or his music, he's made a big impact in the battle rap arena. He's had big battles against like JC, Twerk. They're definitely making moves. Like I said, rep a ton. That young boy Sneeze, have you heard of him? Yeah, there's rumors that he's about to do some really big shit, and I've heard him confirmed. Noah O is he right now he has a single on the radio with Conway on Hot 97.
Oh, bro?
Yeah, bro. There's like that's what I'm saying. Like even if you haven't heard,
Noah's been on 106.
Noah and Noah O is he's been on Sway in the Morning,
That's
and
true.
he's very humble.
Yeah.
He's not like me. I don't give a fuck. If I do something big, bitch, you gonna know about it. Noah. Sometimes I feel like Noah might not say it. Like he might he just so like yo, I'm good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Kyrie.
Wait for him to finish.
Kyrie.
You give us
Oh,
top
it's
18.
about
you
Kyrie.
got-
I'm just saying, bro. That
He
I
ain't
can't.
Richmond though. He Petersburg.
804. All right, so
That's a
yeah.
whole
Okay, so
different-
RVA Kiddo from the Kiddo camp. They're doing G Sambo.
How y'all feel about
There's a lot of
How y'all feel
really
about,
cats blowing up right now.
well, yeah, Gabe will go with yours.
Yeah.
I like Sambo too.
I heard about Sam.
I like his
I heard
single.
about-
I really don't give a fuck, but his style is not for me.
I think
I
I heard
respect
about
him.
some dude
I like
named
it.
Sambo
I like
the
his
other day.
energy.
I asked him about I asked somebody about that. And it was like, I asked him about who.
It's him. It's Sambo, Rio, Iced Out Rio, and there's one other cat. It's 3 of them, and they're from Ward and HP, and they're
Okay,
blowing up. They're all
I
blowing
heard
up.
about that name.
They all fuck with Carter.
Alright, so
Yeah.
who yours?
Nick Fury number 1. If I can't pick nobody in this room.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, Nick Fury is definitely number 1 in my book, just all around. He has the mindset. He's got the execution.
Actually, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. I do want to debate something about Nicholas after. Go ahead. I did put him in my top too.
He has the mindset, and he has the execution, and he also has the product. He's got the trifecta.
I'm gonna go check his shit out.
Bro, you got to. He got a video with just him and like 30 bitches in the
I'm
bed.
gonna check his shit out.
That shit is
Real.
fire. That's my type of shit.
To me, that's who made that's who I was looking up to.
Oh yeah, he was.
You know,
Oh yeah,
10
me too.
10
Me too,
years
for
ago,
sure.
that's
Okay,
what
alright.
I was looking
I just check out his shit then.
I'm gonna go with the whole Suburban district as my number 2. All 3 of those.
They don't do
guys.
anything anymore though.
I don't care. What
Okay.
they did in that 3 or 4 year span while I was in college changed my life.
I agree. No, I agree, and I that's why I brought it up earlier.
Yeah.
Like they changed the landscape of Richmond rap.
Some of the first shows I ever did was because of Suburban District. Whether I was like some little nigga or like a guest spot,
Yeah.
I was at. They provided a platform, and so did he actually.
Yeah, they actually put me on
I
my
like
first
that
show.
name
Yeah.
though, Suburban Districts.
Everything about them was clean. Everything about them was clean and precise. And at that time, it wasn't easy. It's not like it is now, where like you couldn't get it. Like right now, you can get a computer like a brand new iMac or whatever. Not brand new, but even an old iMac is way more powerful than an old iMac was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So this was shit. At this point, it's like 13 years ago.
Yeah, this was a long ass time
Yeah.
ago, bro. So like during that time, everything wasn't as accessible as it is now, and everything they did was clean every single time.
Yeah.
And it always looked like fucking superstar
Octavian
shit.
was a visionary, bro.
Yo, for
He
real.
was a visionary.
He was a superstar, bro. He was a superstar, like whether anybody knew it or not.
Yeah.
And that's I appreciate them for that.
Yeah.
So that's number 2, and then I'm gonna put Red Rum at number 4 because I gotta put Noah O at number 3 talent wise.
I respect that.
I gotta do it because of the talent. I would say they almost leveling up, but I just know with the
Noah
talent
O had a
wise,
cleaner. He had a cleaner path where he just did his thing. Was humble, setback, did his thing.
Well, there was a time where he was younger. He was in the streets more. You know what I'm saying? Like in your face more. But he's got kids. You know, he's a whole adult now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Can I get my 3 off?
yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so I gotta think about it.
Damn, I wish I would know the other kid's name with G Sam, but go ahead.
Alright, so my 3. Not even gonna do. I don't even know if I want to do fucking order. I'm gonna put, Rum is in there off topic just because of what he did at the time. When he did it was no social media. He had to go out there, pass out CDs, be in your face. He had to watch people hate on him while he out there trying to grind and shit. It was a different time when you actually had to put certain work in that I don't know if some of these people would do nowadays if they had to actually go out there. Some people would if you really wanted that bad, you can go out there. But he just did shit at a certain time and did it a certain type of way that you gotta respect it. You gotta respect a lot of other people like Noah O. Even though I haven't listened to his music, Nicholas Spirit, I heard his name too many times, and so to the point I know that he's somebody. I know that he's a legend. I just never listened to his music, but
Gotta listen now.
yeah, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna check it out. But so I
They
put
go
Rum in
like
that
Newton
joint.
Academy too.
I'm gonna check out all these people
nice
we
show.
named. All these people y'all
So
named.
is,
I'm gonna check this shit out.
OG Big Kahuna. They're both nice.
Also, check out So Rum, he already in there. My homeboy Dez is Dez. I fuck with his music. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the producer. His producer also Doobie. Shout out Doobie. He got a lot of nice beats too. And I fuck with.
I didn't name any producers. We were just doing.
Oh yeah, we could go back around
Alright,
producers
okay,
too.
cool.
Of course, I'm gonna put myself in there. But goddamn, and my boy Cusham, my nigga Cusham, he another one. I feel like his ceiling is super high. I just feel like he just gotta get the right bag in my
I
hand.
haven't heard of him.
Cusham, he typed. I've been around him, do beats on. That boy he could just start freestyling. I like people that can freestyle with a lot of different beats. And his energy is just always like he turned. I like the way his energy. Like, he got a belief in himself when he rapping, even if he fuck up or whatever. Oh, my boy QDT, my boy Risky QDT. That he got his ceiling as high as a bitch too. But we can start with the producer.
Can I give you some flowers real quick? because you've been sharing a lot of shit on Facebook, like a lot of different songs from different artists that got beats from you and shit.
Yeah.
And like I every single song I've listened to has been like it's a completely different.
Actually, speaking of that,
Appreciate that.
yeah,
I
take pride in it.
Yeah, the
I wish-
fact that you can like you got that
Try to
large
separate.
spectrum is like it really that's a talent.
Yeah, that's like my personality. I might have a broad spectrum of friends. My beats gonna sound the same way. Broad spectrum.
and
of
I want to say
personality.
too, I left a few people off the list that I would definitely want to mention. But Ed the Realist is somebody also.
Oh fuck! My
Ed
nigga
the
Real.
Yeah.
My nigga Real. Yeah.
And Rel,
How
and
the
Relly.
fuck I forget
But this is the thing, and I
My
hope
nigga.
Relly watches this because this isn't a diss. He's got a lot of wasted talent. I don't see him doing nearly enough for what I think he's capable of. His lyrical ability.
I think he know what he need to do.
Yeah,
he needs to see this and
his lyrical ability is very fucking
put that
high.
fire
Like,
in that tank.
and
Hey, bro, Ray, I'm gonna send you the beat, bro. I'm supposed to be doing something with him now. I'm supposed to send him the damn files. I ain't sent it to him yet. I'm gonna
yeah,
send him something,
I've been a Relly fan since I heard his first or one of his first tapes. I can't remember it. I remember the cover, but man, it was fire. He did a Lotus Flower Bomb remix, and I listened to that more than I listened to the Wale version.
Hey, real, you got his projects too.
Yeah.
But Ed the Realist, I like the way he incorporates.
Fatso as well.
Who?
Fatso. Have y'all heard Fatso?
No.
Yo.
This was a fun
Oh,
guy, man.
and Chef.
So I ain't
Yeah,
forget about Chef.
I forgot, but I mean, there again. I'm not gonna nothing against them. I'm not putting them in the top 5 right now, but those guys impressed me a lot. Chef's presence on stage and Fatso's presence on, and that's another thing I judge people on. Like, it's cool to make videos and you can rap in your closet and record all your music and shit. What do you like when you get on that stage? Are you a real beast? Are you, taking over the stage?
Or you shrink.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, and then
You look at the whole total.
Yeah.
If
Like,
we talking about performances,
Yeah.
all right, so what y'all talk about? Because we gotta throw Chi-Chi in there. As far as like we talking about belief in self. Chi-Chi and his brother Chino.
I told you my favorite song by Chi-Chi is the Nick
Saban
Saban
joint, yeah.
Dream. I didn't know you made that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I made that joint. Shout out to Chi-Chi and shout out to my nigga Chino. Like, when I first seen Chi-Chi, man, he was in I think the Canal Club and shit.
Young Richmond Outcast.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
before all that shit though.
Okay.
But he was singing the song "I Get Back," and I remember he had the perm hair and shit. Just like he was different. He was different. I'm like, yo, that
He's very
nigga
different.
bold as shit.
Yeah,
and
he's
because
his
he was
own
so bold,
person.
I fuck with him.
Yeah.
So as far as performances, like,
And he's
gonna
another
be-
person who's like.
I respect the grind.
I respect it.
Yeah.
A lot of people hit him with that. I
But
respect
he had some good songs too.
Yeah.
I feel like he just needed to.
Some of his stuff is
His
eccentric
vision-
though. It's
his
not for
vision.
everybody, and he knows that. His shit is not his.
If he had the bag to pull it off, like the big budget to get behind some of his visions, I think he could have pulled it off.
Because that's one thing I love about Chi-Chi is just chopping it up with him. Like I'll go to him, just be like, yo, listen to the song and what you think about an idea for a video? Because his ideas, bro, he don't
He'll
think
write the
inside
whole
the
shit.
box. Yeah, he don't think inside the box at all, bro. He's a genius.
I haven't listened to it before.
You ain't know about Chi-Chi? You gotta look him up too.
Yeah, and
look at his video. Look
and
at
I'll
his
be
videos.
real. You know, you're not gonna like all that shit. It's
You
not
love
for
his
every-
video.
Yeah.
You definitely gonna fuck with his video. You gonna see where he going with the concepts and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the songs, a song or two, you gonna fuck with.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, I definitely think he was underrated a little bit.
I tell Chi-Chi every time he drops something, bro, like, keep fucking going. Because I can see the vision, bro. His vision is there, bro.
Yeah.
And you know who else is really nice? But I'm not including him in this goddamn conversation because he won't drop nothing. Doobie.
Bro, I've been waiting to talk.
Doobie
Yeah,
is
bro,
so
that's my
fucking
little
fire,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
Our young
Those be the best ones that don't ever drop shit.
Bro,
It gets
he-
frustrating to a point. It's like, yo,
No, this is
Hey,
this
free-
is like
hey,
this
free
is
my
like
nigga Doobie, bro. My
yeah,
boy.
he locked up.
he locked up
Yeah,
right now.
bro.
We put him on our album. I did a track with him recently called Low.
Is he with
Bro, he has a whole project with Young Land.
Yeah.
A whole
just
project.
wasting his potential though.
It's wasted, bro.
There's something I think honestly.
We gonna get him right. We gonna get him
y'all
right.
better-
I want to, but I think there's a insecurity there. I feel like he doesn't even see
Y'all
how
gotta
good
gas.
he
Y'all
is.
gotta fix that. Y'all gotta push him. Y'all gotta
Yeah,
drag
I
him.
didn't know that about Doobie.
You know what
Doobie
I'm saying?
seems so confident. And
Bro, no, it's not something he even necessarily said to me. It's what he doesn't say and how he's like so hesitant to put out music. Like, first off, you could just drop the song. It's with Land. It's going to blow.
Yeah.
And then the fact that most of them, like, I probably heard out of the probably like 15 tracks he did with Land, 12 of them are bangers, like just bangers. Some of them are, you know, he got some.
And this is a regular dude just sitting on Young Land beats and songs. It's just like, I'm not
my
gonna
little
do
brother,
that.
bro. But he's different,
He's
bro.
a problem. Like his
He's
swag
different,
is
bro.
different.
Yeah, swag,
Like,
everything.
He not even pressed.
He got the look. He
He has the look.
He's got everything.
It always be the ones that's ready. They got the look.
And
they
he's
got
been
the
like
music,
that, but
they ain't even pressed, bro.
he's always
gotta
had
push him
that
more than
swag and that presence since he was fucking in 8th grade.
That's why he not pressed. He's
Little
like,
bro,
I could
bro.
tell.
Look at
He
you
like,
got
this
it from
is-
his big brother, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just out the way, man.
Straight up.
Just out the way. I'm behind
Yeah,
it,
and you
something
wouldn't,
like that.
and you might not even realize it when you see him. You know,
He got
he's a
nothing.
white dude with red hair, like, but he's got it all, bro.
He ain't got nothing you can pull up right now. to listen to. Like,
No.
He probably
The
took
only
shit
song
on
he
that.
has on the
Is that
internet.
on Jordan's page though?
I think we might. Some of them might be up there, but he won all
Yeah,
that
they
shit
had
off
like an
'cause he
issue.
locked up.
Well, and they had an issue too. So.
Yeah, so.
I know I do be too, but that dude rap no makes beats.
Well, he doesn't.
Well,
His
this is
rap
Doobie
name is
Don.
El. Yeah,
Doobie Don.
yeah. His rap name is El Papadon.
Yeah.
Oh, but y'all.
El
y'all know
Papadonna,
it's
sorry.
Dude, yeah, he's
Gotcha.
always
I
gonna be
did
dude.
not
He's
know.
multiple.
Yeah.
There's so many dudes, bro. I saw it.
Well, that's why he
Doobie
changed it because
on
there's so many
YouTube.
doobies.
It's
You
just
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's just a common. I feel like it's a common white boy rapper name.
Oh, my
They
name
got a
is
track
Doobie
together.
the
That's
Beer.
dope.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I forgot about
yeah,
that.
me too.
God
bro.
damn.
That video is so
Yeah,
clean too.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
He rap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't know that, bro. I thought
Bro, I
you-
do everything.
Yeah, too.
I literally,
Literally,
I
jack all
just
trades,
be,
for real.
you know, I'm here right now. I'm behind the scenes.
You trying to be efficient.
I'm my favorite
You
producer.
Trying to be RZA.
You picking your spots whenever.
Producers?
I got you.
I'm my favorite producer. I'm number one on my
For-
list.
Bro, your beats are fire though.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. For,
Like for real.
for,
Like them
for
shits
real,
are fire.
I would say this.
I worked really hard.
For a long time, I didn't think anybody could fuck with Andrew Hypes, and you were the first
Shit.
person I heard that was like, "Yo, you could really fuck with Andrew Hypes."
I
Like,
appreciate that.
yeah, Andrew, and I would say this: Andrew Hypes is a monster.
What's his producer name?
He's really
Andrew Hypes. He's
must
he's
be.
probably. If we're talking about biggest in Richmond, he's probably one of the biggest.
That nigga
Over Young
he
Land?
verified.
No,
he's
hell
very-
no.
well,
Oh,
yeah.
Young Land?
And he,
Fuck no.
Young Land is that dude right
He's
now.
not bigger than Young Land.
No.
he's not bigger than Young Land, but I'm gonna venture to say, yo, he's better than Young Land.
I like Quan. I like what's his name? Quan B.
Oh, my
D&J,
God.
Bro.
Rod B.
Yo,
I can't believe you said
Yo,
that.
and his
Oh,
diversity
my
He
is
also
way
said
bigger
Mariah
than.
is better than. No, man, we ain't bring that shit.
No,
He
no,
just
no.
said
His
Mariah
diversity
better
is
than Queen.
way higher than Young Land. Young Land is dope as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And me saying, oh, yo, you're better than Young Land isn't a diss to Young Land. That's just
No,
saying
it's
how
not. It's
great
not. I just
how
couldn't
great
believe you
Andrew
said
Hypes
that.
is, yo.
That shit broke my heart, bro.
Like, bro, Andrew Hypes like has songs with Shaq and shit. Like he has songs with like Corey. What's his name? Corey David.
And you see the same
Yo,
way-
name brand is better
You
than
mentioned,
hype,
you mentioned all
bro.
these people accolades and stuff.
Nah.
The same way.
Bro, yeah.
We don't know
Name
about
brand is
that.
fucking nice though.
Y'all talking about the
Name
same
brand is
rum
nice.
shit.
Name brand is nice. I'm
Definitely nicer
See,
than
it feels like people are gonna be like, oh nah, you shit on him and da da da. Like no, fam, it's just
It's
yo,
music, bro. We talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
music,
like
bro.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest
It's
about it.
subjective.
Somebody
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
fucking better kickflip than me.
What about
Yeah.
y'all heard of Hot Boy?
Like,
Hot
you know
Boy
what I'm
Flop?
saying?
Yeah, but bro. He has a song called 93. That shit is so fire.
Hot Boy Flop.
I don't know what the fuck he does though.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he does. Like, bro, like I know him. Like I've met him. I've smoked weed with him. He's been to my old studio. You know, I believe we even shot a video for him when I was working with Jay. I'm not 100% sure. He's got the natural talent. It just comes easy to him. He's just so cool. The music's cool. Like for real, you know what I'm saying? One of those people like yo,
yeah, there's some
and
people
and they're
like that.
bangers, bro. Like he can pick out bangers. Like you can tell he has a good ear for beats, everything. I don't know what the fuck he does. I did or I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a lot of buzz going for him, and I really thought like, yo, somebody's gonna pick him up. Like I thought like a good fit for him would be like QC. Like he would be blowing it out the water if he signed to somebody like that. I just don't know what happened to him.
I just really feel like I wish Ron was here to defend himself against the slander against his name.
Yo, Rum did enough defending himself on Facebook and made himself
Everybody
look worse.
tag Red Rum, yo.
Ron, I feel like you should come up here and defend yourself, brother. And speak
I would
your
love to
piece.
have Red Rum
You should
on there.
speak your piece, man, because you definitely got a lot of shit you can talk.
Are we going to invite
And-
Blake as well?
Guys, whatever. It's
No,
whatever.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm just saying.
I'm just talking shit.
It just depends on. I
Yeah.
feel like Rum. No, I really don't. I don't feel like Rum need to be antagonized. I feel like Rum need to come talk his shit and speak. Because I haven't seen him on a podcast yet. As far as especially based.
Well,
on
I want to know because this is why I would have hesitation about having him up here is because he doesn't seem like he can handle any criticism.
He can. He just
But
got.
it
He
doesn't
just
seem
can't be
that
in
way.
Bush. You just probably can't bush him with. Let that. What you gotta do is let that man come up here and talk his shit, and then you give him his criticism.
Because he
But
got
be
off on
respectful.
Coochie Keith.
But you gotta be respectful though.
Like
Man.
that shit with Coochie Keith, that shit was hilarious.
I still don't know the whole story about that dude.
There's a lot of stories about.
I
don't get into street politics. I'm gonna let that be.
It's
But
all-
the
it's not
way,
about the
just the
music.
way he exposed him was hilarious, and he called him Coochie Keith, and dog, I was dead. Yo, that shit was hilarious. When somebody calls you Coochie Keith, you're done.
But
for
not
it.
even to talk about that shit, man. You need to come up here or come somewhere, go to a platform. But I definitely feel like it'd be dope for him being a Richmond artist and you coming up here promoting and getting your legs strong in Richmond. Come up, fuck with a Richmond podcast, and especially defend yourself against him. Especially defend yourself.
I said
against
he's
him.
a Richmond City legend.
No, you did. No,
Yeah,
all bullshit aside.
Yeah.
All bullshit aside, like, you definitely.
But again, I hope if he comes up here, he's got to be under the understanding that like just because you're
you think he ain't all the bullshit he heard over the years? You think he ain't got tough skin?
no.
You don't think
I don't think he get to that level in the industry.
Bro,
and don't have tough
he
skin.
literally argued with everybody.
Cause
He
man,
responded to
He
everybody.
can't talk his
He
shit.
probably frustrated.
So what makes you feel like he has tough skin?
I don't think he can come on this platform and have a
And have me say
conversation.
anything
Y'all
negative
tripping.
about him.
Oh,
think he should.
tripping.
I don't think
All
he
the
can.
shit Rum saying, y'all think
it's
he
not
gets.
up to it's up to Rum now.
Yeah,
Rum,
hit him up. Hit
If
him up.
Rum see this,
Send him
Rum,
this
Rum
episode.
can decide if he can take it or not.
Bro,
Yeah.
please come talk your shit, bro. I'm tired of talking your shit for you, man. Since before this bullshit that popped up, my nigga, I've been fucking holding you down for years. And niggas been shitting on you. Come talk your shit for yourself, my nigga.
All right.
Come
That's
talk
your
your
this.
Come
Send him
talk,
the
please.
invite. You
for
got the
Red
contact.
Rum
Send him
fans
the
and Richmond.
invite.
I don't know him like that. I don't know him at all.
It doesn't matter. Send him
But
the
you know what I'm
invite.
saying?
You got his email.
I know him on social media.
All right, hit him up on social media. Hey, yo, we got this podcast. This is what we're trying to do. We had to talk about Richmond rap.
Man,
we
Rum
want to
probably like,
invite you.
man, fuck y'all bitch niggas, man.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Rum probably like, only y'all niggas need me. But
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
Rum, for real shit, all ego aside.
I would love to get Mad
it'll be
Skills
dope
up
if you
here.
came
I would
on.
love to get
Yeah.
Nicholas F up here. I would
Y'all
love to
should
get Noah.
Fuck with
There's
Richmond
a lot of-
podcast.
Matter of fact, we should talk to them about that when we go to the show.
We should be the
Yeah.
first Richmond podcast to have Rum on here before somebody. You know what I'm saying? That would be, especially because y'all had.
I would shit if we could get them all here together. That'd be great.
That would be cool.
We're talking with Blake
That'd be
too.
great.
With Blake too.
No, I'm
How about
talking.
that antagonize Rum? He probably
No, it's not that. Also, and I'm just gonna be real. I like Blake, and I actually enjoy
He can rap.
some
He's
of his
another one
music.
to rap, yeah.
But he's not.
levels.
He's not on my level. He's not. But
Lyrically, he probably feel like he is.
what lyrically he is. Lyrically, he's better than
I
Ron.
never heard him before.
What's his rap name? Money Breeze.
Breeze Money Man.
Breeze Money Man. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that name before.
Yeah.
He can rap like.
Yo,
dude
he can rap.
He should be a ghostwriter for real. I feel like you'll take off so much quicker just writing shit.
No, I
You
ain't
know
talk
what
no
I'm
names.
Yeah.
I got like a top 4
Okay.
right
Okay.
now. Like me personally, the people I like the most music from, in the new, definitely Nicholas F.
Okay.
Definitely Noah.
Yeah.
I've just got on the Sneeze, and I fucking love his music. The
Mhm.
way he attacks tracks,
Mhm.
and like his voice and everything is just like, yo, this nigga, he can do some shit.
Y'all got shit on YouTube.
I think a lot of Sneeze.
He's
Yeah.
more
Sneeze
SoundCloud.
got a lot of videos.
He does.
Yeah.
I need to
Sneeze
see
got a
it.
lot of
I need to
videos.
see it.
Sneeze.
But
not my
I don't
new-
know if you look up Sneeze and Sneeze blesses you on IG.
Yeah.
So go there and then it'll direct you.
We should put all their names in the bio and
No,
shit.
I'm not doing that.
What for Sneeze?
No.
I've been not gonna
Hey,
put
Not
one
doing
more.
it. Won't do it.
One more before I have to switch my battery out because my
That's
shit's
fucked
going.
up. How we supposed to educate the people?
I just started listening to Skinny Hendrix, and his music is fucking
I
dope
heard that
as
name
fuck.
before.
He makes beats too, so he
I heard
raps
that.
and he makes beats.
Okay.
So it's
His
like-
style is I love Skinny.
It's unorthodox.
It's unorthodox, and he's hit or miss with me. You know, I really like Skinny. And he's another person who grinds like, bro, doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like his production ability is crazy, but there's certain times I wish he was in pocket and he's not in pocket, and it's because of his style.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like hit or miss. Like, and even the song we did together, he killed me on it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he killed me on it. It was catered to him, and I love that verse by him.
Yeah.
But there's other songs I've heard, and I'm just like, nah, that's not for me.
Who's the cat that passed away? I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't mention.
Oh, Ron P.
Yeah.
Ron P.
No, Ron P didn't pass away.
Oh, no, you talking about Ron P. Short, right? Short dude. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ron. Yeah, him and his brother. Him and his brother can rap. That's they do music with
Hold
Fly.
on 1 second. R.I.P. Mills.
Mike Easy.
We didn't have a close, relationship or anything. I met him a few times at a show, but he's a Richmond artist who had a pretty, decent impact on the scene. I'm not exactly sure all the details. I don't want to, get it wrong. But it is rumored that he committed suicide, and so I want to say R.I.P. to him.
That's happened recently.
Yeah, it
so
happened
last
like
couple weeks.
2 weeks ago.
Oh shit! R.I.P.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to him.
So yeah, and shout out, to all his family.
It seemed like I didn't know him personally. I think I remember seeing him one time at a show. But
Yeah, he was at a Silk show with us before.
It just seemed like he had a lot of impact on a lot of people because when it happened, I saw.
Outside of just music too, like it just seemed like people genuinely like fucked with
Just
him.
liked
Like, you know what I'm saying?
him.
Like he preached, positivity and showed lots of love. And all the pictures I've seen of him, he's got a big ass smile on his face, and he's surrounded by people in like a loving manner. So just shout out to him. I'm sorry, that's not how I'm about to say it. Shout out to his family. Prayer, love, support. Positivity.
Also,
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
you
Go ahead.
good.
So, I also wanted to be stated that just because I say not everything is for me means that I dislike you in any type of way. I know that not everything that I make is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's just part of how it is. And I feel like if you can't take the criticism, or not even criticism, if you just can't take a difference of opinion, then maybe this isn't for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit here and try to defend myself against anybody. You don't like my shit, don't listen to it. It's that simple. Like, mad people ignore me that know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't.
So can somebody tell you your shit? Can somebody tell you that you're trash?
Nah.
Fam, I am a white rapper. You don't think that that I've literally heard?
But when you hear it, do you believe? Like, do you?
No.
Do you be like?
Do I believe him?
Not that I believe, but do you be like, yo, my fucking the work I put in, my skill.
You know who if somebody tells me it's trash, who I listen to? Him.
Yeah.
Prop. TZ.
Mm-hmm.
People.
That you value their opinion and shit.
And know that I know if I'm actually capable of better. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it comes from too. You can't just sit here and and again, more people are gonna dislike your music than like it. I'm old enough, and I've been in the game long enough to stop focusing on the people that don't like me. Don't give a fuck. Okay, cool. Don't like me, don't listen, block me, unfollow me, talk bad about me to your mama, whatever you gotta do. Whatever makes you feel better, you know what I'm saying? Just do that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna focus on the, 10 people that like me, you know what I'm saying? And support my music, and will share it and put their friends on and play it in their car and download it and buy it. And that's where my goal is now. That whole, you can doubt me, I'll spend the rest of my life proving you wrong. Like, no, fuck you. All right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there that fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I keep it. I don't.
But don't dismiss the chip that people place on their shoulders to motivate them, because all the great.
Oh no. There's definitely
some people motivate themselves.
There definitely is. Obviously, I don't care what any artist says. There's always going to be some type of little grudge, or inner turmoil that's like motivating you. You know what I'm saying?
That's where y'all shit. Where y'all
Because I definitely remember the nights where I didn't have anybody listen to my shit, and I was refreshing my page, and and the views only went up because I was refreshing. I was refreshing the page, hoping somebody dropped a comment or something, man.
Remember that episode of The Office when Andy thought he went viral?
Yeah.
And he just kept refreshing.
Yes.
It's also easy for you to say that because you're in a position to where you have people that do follow you and fuck with your music and shit. And support you. If you didn't have that, would you still feel like that? Would you still be like, I don't care if y'all feel like that. If you still trying to get that support, you're gonna be like, man, I work hard, man. You ain't gonna come take the little bit of work I put in. You ain't gonna take my recognition from it. But you getting some of that recognition, so it's easy.
I guess so. I guess that's part of it.
I literally have friends. I've been rapping since I was 15. I got friends that have still never seen me do a show.
Me too. Don't get me wrong. Just because some people support me.
I'm talking about best friends, lifelong
childhood.
Well, no, I'm gonna be real, bro. If you haven't seen me
support
perform, you're not my friend anymore.
Exactly.
Like I'm gonna be dead ass.
These are people that I got like
If my brother will come to a show, y'all can come to a show, because my brother doesn't do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my brother would come to a show, you gotta come to a show. And I'm being dead serious. If you haven't seen me perform, we're not really friends. Like,
maybe they want
to see you with your shirt on.
I've had shows.
You gotta accept him. He's gonna take his shirt off after the first and second song, bro.
You gotta see
That's
that
part of ILLogical, bro. You gotta take that.
I
might not want to be that close
like.
to you,
I can't wait till the summer comes, because we might be doing some shirtless shows, man. Or like some
Just come in with no
episodes.
shirt.
I just don't like
The whole
clothes.
episode with them with no shirt on.
I don't like clothes, bro.
You're not. No.
You should do that. Do that when the girls come on the podcast. Then do it. When they come on here.
Oh,
Yeah, we should
man.
definitely do that.
You're not about to sit next to me glistening and shit.
Welcome to the ILLogical podcast.
We're going to Miami together. I'm gonna be glistening.
Oh, he
in that
definitely
sun,
gonna
boy.
be glistening, brother.
I look like porcelain right now.
Keep it like a hand towel.
I hope you know while we're
Sorry, hands up.
in Miami, I'm on vacation, which means I have a drink in my hand immediately.
Yeah.
You do whatever the fuck you want to do.
This is gonna be y'all two.
Now it's me and him and the videographer and my manager.
We're gonna be there.
I'm gonna have fun.
I decided I'm not gonna be awkward or boring while we're in Miami. I'm gonna take full
Oh yeah,
advantage.
me and Shy had that combo last night,
I'm gonna
bro.
take full advantage of that.
Yeah, you better fucking, cause no, it's not even that. You have no choice, bro. We got 3 days of shoots and then 3 nights of networking. Like,
well, it's not. Yeah,
you don't get a chance
The
to.
work part is obvious. The
Yeah.
working part is obvious.
But I am waking up early every
Yeah.
morning. I'm spending 1 hour on the beach.
I gotta let my introvert
Just get a little sun.
stay home.
I'm not coming back this same shade. So whatever episode follows the Miami trip, you're gonna like. I get tan when I tan. Like I get tan. Yeah.
You tan well. It's like a talent.
Yeah, I do. but it's taking. No, all right. So look, the best tan I ever had was when I was in Miami when I was younger. We went for a spring break. When I was in a group home, they took us down there. It was really dope.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
There's group homes?
Yes, bro. But listen, for some reason, when I for some reason I had read, and I think I had it backwards, but anyway, that you can actually get more sun in New York than Miami because they burnt the hole in the ozone from all the chemicals, which I think has some validity to it. Don't quote me, but I think it does.
It seems like it makes sense.
Right? So, and this is me in like 8th grade. Yeah, I think it's 8th grade. So I spent the whole time down there with no suntan lotion. None.
Smart guy.
Yeah. I came back red. Like this red. For a week. Then I was tan for a year. I was tan. Yo, I remember specifically Ashley Ramsey. I was in line in December at lunch. This is a memorable moment in my life. White people don't get this a lot, so it's big. She goes, "Why are you so tan? It's December." And I said, "Yo, I don't know if I'll ever not be tan again. This shit is here. Like, I don't think I got untan again until like the next February. So I went in like March and then that next February is like when I started losing the tan. Dead ass, bro. I was tan for a year, bro. A fucking year. That week I was red though. It was tender. I was tender. Like, and y'all don't understand. Right here, this area is white. Like white, like ghost white, like sickly white. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets no sun. You know what I'm saying?
Transparent, right?
Oh yeah, it's bad, bro. It'll give your flaves a run for their money. So yeah, it was just like, so I'm like red as fuck, and then there's just like a solid line where my shorts are, and then I'm just white as fuck, and then I'm red again, like good old days. So now I know like my first tan, I gotta be in the sun like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then I'll get slightly burnt, and then after that, I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn your body, man. It's a skill.
Hey, where do people go?
When I say I know my body and I want to sleep for the next 10 hours, now I'm lazy. Something wrong with me.
You were very lazy though. You were lazy.
Now something wrong
Yeah.
with me. I know my body.
You better be down there. You better not be in Miami
I need
sleeping
rest,
in the bed.
nigga.
You better wake your ass
rest.
up, man.
He don't got a bed. He's sleeping on the couch.
Bro, do you know how much of a vacation it's going to be? I got kids, nigga. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
got
let
kids.
my- like, you
That's
don't
a different type
understand what
of
it's
enjoyment
like.
for you. I feel you better, have a good time.
This is different.
Hey, but where do you go to if you was used to go on Backpages and now the Backpage is gone? Where do you go to the trick?
Trick?
Not that I
You said
care.
trick or trip?
To trick. I don't even know. I just want to know for somebody else.
I trick.
We're gonna talk about this right now.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I've never used Backpage.
I'm too good for it. What about you?
Instagram and Twitter is where it's at now.
But how do you just go like Backpage used to be? You could just search.
I just send dick pics if I'm not interested. What's up?
You can't do that to random girls on
Tinder.
Random.
Tinder's a good.
I'm not wasting my. Well, I don't need it anyway. But if I was to need it, I'm not wasting my fucking time with no goddamn Tinder.
Well, no,
it works though.
No, well, see, hold on.
Backpage is way more simple.
Do you have a girl in the
It's straight to the
situation?
point.
No, I know. So, all right, so let me keep it real. All right, so my uncle we was just having a conversation. We was tripping off the fact like, yo, it was crazy because at one point on a Friday, you ain't have to have nothing lined up or nothing going on. If you want a particular type of chick or whatever, you just go on Backpage and buy you a bitch.
I've literally never done that.
You missed out. All the expense, a lot of thrills in that shit.
See, all right, my thrill is the possibility of being turned down. Like, not saying like I hope she turns me down, but like
The challenge.
yo, am I gonna get this bitch in person? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to bag a bitch off the line.
Nigga, it's stress free to
Can I
just
be
pay for
100%
it.
honest while we
Pay
on
for the
camera?
lead.
Yeah.
This should be the first. I'm an adult. I know who I am.
Yeah.
I have never, all these years I've been living, I've never like just gone out and picked nobody up before. I never even tried. I've always been like
You guys been in a relationship?
everybody that I've been in a relationship, and everybody that I've been in a relationship with, like I met them in some sort of permanent setting where like I had to see you enough times to get to know you.
Yeah, you used to have to walk out there and see the girl in the corner.
Oh, no.
It's
Bro, I
not-
randomly fucked a bitch in the bathroom I've never met in my entire life.
See, I've never done anything
Shit
like
was
that.
wild.
Sometimes
This shit
when
changed
you
my
be in your
life.
system and just be that vibe, you can just catch one.
Backpage is the same thrill. Except you got paid for it, but you know what I'm saying? Afterwards, they
You paying
gone.
for it anyway. One way or
Yeah, you
another.
gonna pay for it anyway. Yeah, you
I
gonna
can give-
date a
give-
chick on Tinder or something. You gotta
You
take
know
her
my.
Tinder's a whole different ballgame.
Okay,
Now they put
if
in
you-
their bio
if you
that
buy-
they with the shit.
if you buy-
Oh, that's what you meant by saying Tinder. Like you ain't gotta pay that
Just
little
say
dumb
it.
game no more. You can say it in the bio.
It was a
like,
game on Tinder?
No, he's saying like
Man,
you don't
yeah,
got,
felt like-
you don't gotta play court.
Oh,
you don't gotta play
no,
You
court.
don't have to- yeah, you can just
Everybody
say
is
girl
under
having a
the notion that if you're on Tinder, you're probably there to fuck.
You're there.
Yes,
Oh, so
that's,
been
yo,
on
in
the-
my
Unless
mind,
the
yes,
bitch
I've fucked at least
specifically
5
says
bitches
in
over
her
Tinder.
bio, like, yo, I'm not here for anything
Nah,
but.
those the ones
If
that
that's the
belong to
one,
streets.
that's the one
Those
that's
the ones
fucking.
that's
If she
ready.
say I'm not fucking,
You
she's
already know what
fucking.
time it is.
She's
Yeah.
fucking more than anybody.
Yeah, nah, those the ones. When I see
More
that in the
than
bio, it's like, oh yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
I'm
time it is.
swiping right on that.
Swipe.
Alright,
You
She's
found the link?
definitely with the shit.
You found the link?
I have not found an OnlyFans.
You know when I
link, man.
deleted Tinder? I deleted Tinder when I swiped right, matched with a girl, and she wrote me a message, and this was the first message she ever sent me. She said, "Do you eat ass?" I deleted the app immediately.
No, Black Hole World. I have a situation similar. I didn't delete the app, but I switched my format of what I was doing. At one point, I didn't realize like I had signed up for like premium. So like,
so you getting charged?
yeah, I didn't know this. So but that part doesn't matter. I just swipe. Swipe. I'm swiping everybody. Like I didn't know there was a limit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm swipe. And then like I'm not even looking at the bitches. I'm not checking no bios. I'm just like, yo, whoever is swiping back, let's go.
Maximizing.
The first message, well, not the first message. The first message from this particular person was, I want you to know ahead of time I'm a trans female.
That's what's up.
And I unmatched as quick as I could. I was like, I can't even. What if she screenshotted this? You know what I'm saying? Like anything. It was very.
It's understandable because you.
After that, nah, fam. I'm in there. I'm on your. And if you got an IG, like I'm going to look through your IG.
See, that's way too hard. Backpages made it more simple. Backpage is way more simple. It was all in one spot. You got to see the type. They say a red bone waiting to be bleed.
They don't have no pictures or nothing.
Yeah, they have pictures. Videos, everything.
But see, that's different.
You could literally go shopping.
That was like a service.
You could literally go shopping. Right? It's on a Friday.
That's like a service.
That's like a
bro.
service.
offering
Yeah,
a service.
That's not.
Tinder is
Backpage
not
one
offering
time when I
service.
was drunk,
They're
the stuff I
offering.
was seeing was wild. I had to get out of there. I was
But
like,
it's
nah,
a
this is
service,
too
but
much.
it's disguised as dating.
Backpage ain't
Tinder is like.
It's too much. Let's
Backpage is straight to the point, bro.
Did you ever see anybody you knew on there?
I knew somebody who put a post up there one time. Have I ever bumped into somebody?
That's how OnlyFans is now. I know a few people on there that I'm just like,
I know a couple.
wow, you really out here giving it.
Remember I told you to tell them about the leaks?
I ain't say nothing.
Did he find the link?
Nah, because a couple homegirls I know that be doing the OnlyFans.
Yo, there's one. No. There's one I want to definitely check out. Like if I can find that leak, because I'm looking.
Like I'm looking
for the leak because they said it's organized too.
Yeah.
Like by name and like
beat.
like all of that shit. Bro.
Who's putting all this
2020. Here we are.
The best hacker ever, and I'm sick. You know what? As hype I am that a hacker did this. Where's our credit scores, man? Like I'm so fucking sick of this, bro. Like I know, mad people have said this, but there's some legitimacy. Y'all can do all of this shit. Why is my score still 650, bitch? Yeah. Like I need it. At least put me at
scoring like that.
Let's not be unappreciative now. Let's be thankful for what they do.
I just want them to exercise that energy.
I feel y'all, but
I'm not mad though.
One step at a time.
Yo, be ungrateful.
It's a couple things I follow. I'm just like, can I get the link?
I do wonder.
I know.
No, there's this one shorty in Petersburg that I definitely want to see, but she's charged. And I was like, yo, when I first saw she was doing it, I was like, yo, if it's 10, I'm paying it.
$10, yes.
I'm paying it because I just gotta see it. Like, cause I seen it in person, but I want to see what she's doing. Like, cause all that shit turns me on. The toys, all that playing, like that shit. I love
Man, that should be some of that should be dry. Y'all bitches need to stop charging $40.
Yeah, but she was charging 40. That's what a month.
Females that made me mad. This Instagram model that got millions of followers, she only charging $10.99. Sometimes she do a free weekend.
Exactly.
You said a free weekend.
Yeah, someone out there.
They do deals. They did deals on Valentine's Day and everything.
Yeah, but then it's like you got this regular chick, $40 a month. Who are you?
Then God forbid you pay for this shit. You go there and it's a drag video of her sticking a dildo in there. It's no passion in it. It's just in and out. There's no passion. Let's just be real. Like for men to get off, like we need to actually believe that you're being. We gotta believe that you're being pleased. If you just end up going through the motions, jamming it up, you.
That's why I go through. That's why like you be on like page 15 in Pornhub. I need even
Pornhub. Need to be a warning about that shit. Like yo, before you buy her shit, she got 6 videos. They 30 seconds. Her shit it look dry as hell. Don't spend your money.
Some of them don't even get naked.
And they don't even do that shit.
If you want reviews, you gotta go to Reddit. You gotta go to Reddit first before.
Reddit.
Hold on, Reddit is reviewing OnlyFans accounts.
Well, Reddit,
sometimes Reddit will drop some photos.
You'll just find the comments.
I wanted to do a page.
I still don't know how Reddit works. I've been on there so many times. I don't get it.
This is the reason
My girl
why
don't like that
country's
shit, so I can't
the
do
way
it.
it is now.
It's $1 million idea to me.
What?
I feel like starting a
Review
page,
OnlyFans?
this reviewing OnlyFans content, because I don't see nobody doing it. Or maybe on Reddit, whatever. I don't see
You know
nobody.
how much money you have to go.
Well, no,
like,
it's not like official
I got a whole
reviews on
plan.
Reddit. It's just like if you go
I have a whole plan. I talked to my girl about it, and she just won't fucking with it, so I can't do it. But I will executive produce it and give it to somebody. I give it to you, bro. Just give me executive production credit. I will get it.
Why do I gotta do it?
Because you single. You ain't got.
I don't hate that shit.
Y'all can both do it.
I don't hate that. I know. I first off, I'm not paying for nothing. Y'all got me fucked up.
You gotta get the budget.
I'm a fucking Jew. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I'm tight with my money, bro.
Yeah, we know Jews.
I'm tight with my money, bro.
See,
I'm not.
You definitely should.
It'd be some nights. It'll be like 2, 3 in the morning, and
should've
I scroll through that feed,
Why not?
and I see
You
one,
got
and I be
it.
like,
Yeah.
she can get this $12.99 right now.
Bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna pay the $12.99 once to see what it's like, and but you got me fucked up. I be mad as fuck that I be fucking mad that $9.99 is coming out of my account for Spotify, and I use Spotify like every day, like all the time. Yeah, I'm going on the hub. I love the hub. I'll review the hub.
Small investment. Paying for them videos and stuff and access to it is a small investment. Let's say you got a page or whatever. Let's say she charged $40. Jump bad, whatever. You paid the $40 to get access, whatever. You review a page. You hit Shorty up like, look, I want to also do an interview with you to get you closer to your fans. I want you to discuss. We ain't got to talk about no sex or nothing. Just discuss the shit you want your
so
fans
I'm gonna make
to know.
an OnlyFans page that interviews OnlyFans.
No, you review the content. You basically promoting this shit like, yo, fuck with Shorty shit. She got about 40 videos. She got decent time on her shit.
Tell her
the vision, bro.
Tell her to bring some.
We can do this, Tony. I give you that.
We need samples like Shark Tank.
We need something, man. Listen, I want to get this idea off, man. My girl won't let me do it. I want to get this shit off, bro. 'Cause I'm telling you, I see the vision, bro.
Okay.
Nah,
I see.
I
No,
I'm
no,
talking to some females. I'll be like, yo, you gotta chill selling your feet on your cash app for $5. Like, we need to monetize this a little bit.
Y'all don't ever want to interview the whores? Y'all don't ever want to interview whores?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna be honest. I
be wanting to pick their brains. Y'all don't want to talk
I feel
to
like they're not gonna be about it. I think they gonna
Shit.
be real generic.
What
No, I think they're gonna.
female don't want fucking attention?
I
It's
know,
in that
but
industry.
I know, bro. But I don't think we're gonna get the real answers. Like, I don't think we're gonna get the answer like, "Yo, my father left me, and I've been feeling an empty void."
I don't care. I don't care. Listen,
we're gonna get like, "Oh yeah, I love
talk
dick in my ass." Like,
We ain't
and
gotta
it's
talk
like,
about that.
do you really?
No. See, that's what
Do
this
you
is.
are
We're not talking
you
about
are you
sex.
really going
It's
through
like,
some
yo,
trauma?
tell your fans what you want them to know. What you want them to know. I don't care. I just want you to sit there, look pretty, and talking to the camera. Because these niggas is paying for your subscription. They gonna watch it anyway. Because they jerk off to you anyway. So they gonna want to watch you and say,
And that's another thing, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you realize we're all in a way
Tell me
sharing
about
pussy?
shit.
Like, yo, on Hub, we've all watched at least one video. Like, we're Eskimo brothers, like, via
on some
videos.
bullshit.
Like, yeah, we've definitely shared a bitch before. That's crazy. That's
I don't
crazy.
like thinking about
Who's
stuff
your?
like
Oh yeah, I know. I was about to go down there, man.
I don't know none. I literally know one porn star's name, Alexis Texas, and that's only because her name is like
You know
so
that's the only
obviously
porn star you know?
that I know off the brain. Now hold on, do I have a favorites full of Pornhub links? Yes, I don't know their names though.
Oh, you do more
Oh, no.
amateur porn.
You don't gotta
You watch
show
more
us.
amateur
No,
porn.
I watch I got a favorites
we
thing
don't
right
need
here. Look, and then it's just like
This
it's
is
just
illogical.
I'll say I know names.
That's a lot
but I ain't even
of-
gonna
lot
get
of
it.
pages right there.
yeah, Pornhubs and XNXX. And this is just the one page. I started saving to another page. Like, yeah, see,
I need to do that some more smiley. Save the links
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
easy access.
Yeah,
to
get back to.
Oh,
Oh, hold on.
really?
Who's this other joint? The Lexus joint. No, not Alexis. What's her name? The
That was
Asian
bad.
bitch, yo. I'm gonna tell you what her name is. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Y'all got top fives?
Asian whore getting.
I done started following my IG. I don't even care no more. Since they got rid of the jokes where they can see who you follow, I'm going ham now. I'm like, yeah. I'm wildin'. Shit is out of control. And some of them be replying too. They be leaving hard eyes and all that. So I'm like, you better stop. Because in my mind,
I think her name is
we go
Kalina.
here.
The Asian bitch. The Asian bitch Kalina. Yeah, I think that was her name. Oh, she's bad. And the thing is I've only had like one Asian. I've only slept with like one Asian chick, but that Kalina chick, I would do things to her. I don't care if she's.
I feel like the baddest Jones almost be porn stars, yo.
Well, I know for a fact that most of them are the cleanest. Like the ones that
Yeah,
are
they
like
get tested all the
professional
time.
porn
Yeah.
stars, because they get tested all the time. But it's still something about like, do I really want to kiss you when you just had
Hell no.
3 12-inch dicks in your mouth at the same time?
No,
Does
not
it
at
matter
all.
what size it is?
No, I'm just saying.
Like, hey, babe, that
No.
was work. No, I don't want to know.
Yeah. I would,
Not going
and
down.
I kind of applaud the men who have enough confidence to
Stick around.
marry one of them.
They mind must already.
'Cause that would definitely
fucked up
ruin
when they got,
me.
like,
No, but
40
it
other
is.
Jones.
That would ruin me.
Sexually, they need something so extreme that they need a porn star. Sexually, they probably got a sex addiction, and only a porn star can help them out with that shit, maybe.
Well, some of them slip and fall into it because I was listening to Alexis Texas podcast and her shit started by a nigga talking shit to her. Like, hey, yo, you trying to get in this video? And she was like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. But then she got curious and was like, hey, you ain't asked me about that video in a while. Next thing you know, she a porn star. It just be little stuff like that. It ain't got nothing to do with it being like an info or anything. It's just the curiosity of it.
Well, I've heard some of them even say that they don't even like necessarily have a lot of sex outside of the porn thing. It's just like a job; they get it done, and the dudes they have it even worse because they have to get up on command, they have to come on command. Like, no, I can't control that first one. No, I couldn't. Straight off of that, it's a no for me, dog. Because I'm busting soon. Like, ah.
Sorry, camera, man. I'm gonna let you know right now. Don't film yet.
Hey, it's certain jokes on that in the industry that goddamn they gonna have you coming quick though. You know what I'm saying? How you busting?
I've seen it. I've seen some
you
of
see
their
professional
techniques.
dude, right?
Yeah, their
Professional
techniques like, yo,
Like
I would
pinky back
come.
in the day?
That would be
Yo,
2
what?
strokes.
No.
I'd give that one 2 strokes.
Million Blue. Y'all ever heard of Million Blue?
That sound familiar.
Look her up, bro. She'll be
Light skin?
light skin.
I think I have. Oh, never mind. No.
Illogical
She'll go.
podcast, baby.
See,
Yes.
I'll go. I'm so predictable. I'll go in there and type white guy, black chick.
Yo, you right?
I just pretend it's me.
It's a word. It's going
Hey, y'all
to
ever have a video that's fire and you can't find it? You trying to search for
Bruh.
it?
Oh, no, that's my favorite. All the ones that are fire, they go on my favorites. I'm gonna get back to that. We're gonna revisit that.
That's official right there. I'm gonna start doing
We're
that
gonna
too.
now sometimes I get curious again and I go out there and search and you know what I'm saying and then I find one and add it to the favorites. Right now, my favorite one is.
I bet that organized with the porn.
Nah, I just say it's not.
I go where the mood is. Like I just start. You know what I'm saying? I just. Go
But
down the road.
what's the deepest page you've ever made it
videos
to?
on Pornhub.
Rappers are putting their videos
What's that shit
on
called?
Pornhub.
Animal.
It's like a whole nother.
What's that shit?
Yeah.
What a
Beastie
girl.
Alley?
Yeah, Beastie. I seen a girl.
Oh, I didn't mean
seen
it
a
like
girl
that.
put a
You-
horse.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, I was young.
Oh my
I was
god!
young.
Oh my god!
When you was young,
I meant like what number? Like like page 10, page 50.
Oh, I ain't going that far. Listen.
I
First few
I've
pages.
made it to page 50 one time, and I realized I was on
Change
page
the
50,
search.
and I was like, I don't need to beat my dick anymore.
You
I-
got-
it's not for me tonight, yo.
Yeah,
I'm
not
good.
tonight,
Like, let me
yeah,
just put it away.
Yeah, but I will say
tell
this.
yourself you're not in the mood.
Men will spend hours trying to find the right scene to jerk off to, but will fuck a bitch in a heartbeat, anything in a heartbeat. But will spend hours trying to find the right scene to jerk off to. That's
And it'll take 2 minutes. I'll spend an hour searching for a 2
And
minute
it take
video.
2 minutes. Yo.
You was waiting for that. Like, yeah. You see the preview on it? Like, yeah,
Have you ever been like upset at how quick you came off a video? Like,
No, I've been upset.
Like, damn, I didn't make it to the talking her ass. So
I've been upset.
It's still a dialogue. It's still character building. This nigga like shit.
I can't even run it back.
no. When I feel that though, when I feel like it's like, yo, this isn't gonna last, I'll just go ahead and skip to the middle of the video.
Somebody shot. Get somebody shot.
You ever started?
Oh my god.
You scrolling with one hand on the wheel.
Yo,
We got five more
That's-
minutes.
this-
5 more
crazy.
minutes.
Never mind. This crazy. That was wild.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
To answer your question,
I didn't expect this
I've been
podcast
to
to go that
page
direction.
15 is the deepest.
The
I've
deepest,
ever
nah. When I made it to page 50, I really put my dick back in. Like, well, I didn't have my pants on, but I put it back in my pants, man. I went to the bathroom and I was like, what's wrong?
Have you ever
with
been
you?
caught?
Like, why can't you find something that
Everybody's
pleases you?
I never been caught. Y'all say everybody been caught. I never been
Everybody
caught.
Like, caught by who?
Anybody. I've never been caught.
You don't know. You don't know.
I've been
I've
caught.
never been caught.
I've been caught.
I never been caught in the act.
Whoever caught you was nice enough to not let you know that.
Ain't nobody ever catch me, bro. I'm trying to tell
I
you.
didn't think
You
about
never have
it.
the
Nobody
accident
ever
connected to the Bluetooth?
Yeah, but I cut it off quick enough.
Now,
I realized.
No,
you know what? I'm actually really
I realized-
paranoid about that. So like before I even open the web browser,
make sure
I
that
turn my Bluetooth off just to make sure.
The,
Like, I don't even.
I've been caught before.
Not
The most
fucking around.
embarrassing was like I was with this foster mom who was like in her 70s, 80s, and this is when magazine. You still have magazines, so I had a magazine, and I was in high school, and I was going at it, man. And then she walked in the door. She goes, "Oh," and then shut the door, and like it was instantly ruined, bro. I was like, "Oh."
I'm sure you
man.
had to put it away after that.
Yeah, I was scared to come out my room, man. I was just like, yo, I can't face her. Like, because you gotta look her in the face.
That's the
and,
worst
like,
part. What you gotta do is walk out there with confidence. You gotta walk out there with your chest out, like, yeah.
I can't see you.
But I've been caught. I've been caught having sex too, and that one.
That's not to be ashamed.
I never-
I don't
No,
care about
well,
that.
I ended up sleeping with her mother
See,
because her mother walked in and I was like, all right. So I was in the bathroom and I was like, there was no towel, so I was like. I knew what was happening. She was coming. I was like, ah, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what do I do? And like I'm like midway like this, and she walks in and she goes, and then shuts the door. I'm like, and I'm scared because it's Spanish mom. So I'm like,
Shit,
I was shook.
I would have peeped that back.
Nah, but
I was like, okay.
Well, no. I definitely was like, she looked at it kind of long, but I was also like, yo, this bitch might kill me when I get out here. You know, Spanish moms are crazy.
Yeah.
So I walked out there and like when all right, so her bathroom's in her room, so I ran in the room, threw my clothes on, and I like walked down the living room, and I just walked straight the fuck out the house. So I was just like, yo, bitch, oh my god, I want it. Like she gonna call my mom or my foster mom, like something. I don't know. I was scared as shit, bro. And yeah,
Y'all ever had to
but
jump
then I
out,
ended
run
up
out the
sleeping
house?
with her, huh?
Y'all had to run out of the house, like the parents pulling up. Y'all had to run out the back door.
Yeah.
That shit.
I hopped out a second floor window in apartments off of Springfield.
I ain't going that hard. You
I
gonna
used
have
to-
to-
I couldn't even jump a one story window like on
I'll
the
jump
same
over the
level.
balcony. I'm not the
I
balcony.
said,
the
no, I'm
patio,
not jumping through
some
the windows,
grass,
bitch.
but
I
I'm
used to
sorry.
have the bitches at my house. I ain't never
I
had
used to
to leave.
smack
I had to
coach's
sneak out the
daughter.
way.
I used to have the little brother look out for me, let me know what's good.
The little bro?
Yeah.
I ain't had
my
some
little
real
sister,
nigga,
shout
bro.
out to my little
Y'all lucky
sister, bro. She
motherfuckers.
helped me hide bitches, literally.
Yeah, Shaw's a fucking, she's a rider though.
She had me hide
She's a rider,
bitches like
though.
she was Harriet Tubman. Like she
Yeah.
was. hiding them.
Hey, y'all ever be talking to a drunk, right? And like y'all getting heavy in the dirty talk, but then after you watch the porno, it's like I don't even want to talk to you no more. This is over with.
Plenty of times I've ready to go get some pussy. And then she done took too long to let me know she read it, and I said, man, fuck it, I did my thing, and she be like, okay, you come now.
If you want pussy, do not beat your dick.
Yeah, because you want instantly fuck.
But because beating your dick takes an extra thing out of you. Like I don't beat my dick more than once. When I beat my dick, I beat it out. Like it's done. Like it's fucking over, yo. Like I want to sleep. Like we're not gonna continue on with this day. Like I might fuck you and want to fuck you again. You know what I'm saying? But once I beat my dick, it's done. Like cut this night off.
I'll fuck you twice. But I might beat my dick once and go to sleep.
Oh, I'm done. Yeah. I'm absolutely out of
going
it.
to bed. This is
That's crazy, right?
Put a fork in him. He's done.
Roll over and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yo, that's insane.
Okay, so that's going to wrap up episode 3.
That was highly illogical.
Yes.
You get kinky about an episode, man.
Yeah.
Every episode you get more comfortable. Every episode. We learn more and more about every episode.
We're really becoming like family now.
You
But I'm
gotta leave in the
glad-
comments be like, hey yo, so what you got? Yo, send those links.
Send me a link to some of them.
I told it said if I die, one of my requests is, leak my nudes. I'm so proud of them, man. I've built up this collection of great nudes. Y'all, maybe not
We're
y'all.
gonna put them in that
But,
bitch.
I don't need to see none of
Get a
them
shorty
shits,
to
my
leak
nigga.
them
We ain't
shits,
gonna say
man.
we're gonna put them in the bitch right
Yeah, thank you, yeah.
We're gonna make sure you get straight.
All right. I'm OG Illa. This is episode 3 of the Logical Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, hit the little bell, ding ding. I'm here with Youth, Jinya, Thrasher Teasy, Mike Green, and come see us next episode. Make sure you go see all those other episodes too, man. For real, bro. All right.
Yeah. Leave us feedback.
Let us know what type of porn you like.
Yeah.
I think I'm about to say something stupid, y'all.